Hello.
I'm just saying, like, David rocks up to Goliath. You look like you're in charge, and just domes him with a lead bullet.
Biblical goof troop. Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Reds.
Everyone always talks about the David and Goliath story, but I much prefer the story where David had to go and collect 1,000 foreskins to win his wife's hand in marriage.
And it's
That's
a
a cool
classic.
story.
All the time that the Ark of the Covenant got stolen, and it caused so many plagues and diseases that it was sent back with, I think it was like 20 gold tumors inside.
Dude, this sounds like a fucking Pathfinder adventure module.
Speaking of Pathfinder adventure, here we are.
No, we need to kill at least 10 more minutes before the fucking...
So, about punting children.
I'm just saying.
To punt children.
That's what the Ark of the Covenant was. You open it up and it just starts firing D10,000 rolls at people. Oh, well, you got a tumor plague, your dicks all fell off, you caught fire, your entire city falls over.
One guy just becomes god.
Fell off.
One dude just T-poses into the sky.
I mean,
several did.
Wait, if you become god, do you die? Do you have like an ego death to become god?
Well, how much Hermetic philosophy and Gnosticism would you like to get into?
Oh, this shit again.
Not this shit.
We've been over this. We have been over this. This is not a monophysite household. You cannot.
We have 10 minutes to kill Bill.
Listen, I'm just interested in it. Okay, I'm not trying to do any magic. I'm just.
That's what they all said. Next thing you know, I'm reading a book. It's like, fuck, Belial curse. God damn it.
Oh yeah, that did happen to Bill. Bill did accidentally read an actual open a fucking book about a
RPG book, and it hit me with that. By the way, this is secretly an esoteric text. Fuck you. Fuck, not again.
Got fucking cursed. Which shit.
As mentioned, if you do not buy the Book of Antithesis, if you're religiously inclined, it's got some fuckery in the foreword. At least skip the foreword. Though literally, like
actual curse in it.
Yeah, it has actual gibbering curses in it. Stick to like the more wholesome Lamentations books.
Yeah, don't.
Stick to the more like wholesome Lamentations books. Like I don't know, not Veins of the Earth. It'll spoil too much of this campaign.
What's the worst that could happen with those curses?
What did it say it was going to curse you with? It was Belial? I thought you said it was.
Yeah, it was like straight up like. It was straight up like grace death.
Oh.
What is grace death?
It is like blocked off, like no god access, permaban from permaban from the Christian permaban from the Christian Minecraft server in the sky.
If you have been permabanned from the server.
God.
Meanwhile,
you've been put on the blacklist. You're not allowed on the server anymore.
If I'm extra excited tonight, it's because I'm fucking giddy over internet drama that's been happening.
This is not a drama channel.
This
is a Pathfinder channel.
If I'm more
find the path to more tea.
There was steeping hot tea that happened last night. So yeah, if I'm giddy, that's why.
What would an American know about tea?
Well, it's in the sea, isn't it?
Evidently not enough. How's that 40%?
Look, we love tea so much. Americans love tea so much they try to turn the whole Atlantic Ocean into it.
Sure.
And yet, how's that tax rate going?
Things aren't going great.
I don't want to talk about
it. Don't worry, soon you won't be able to.
I'm not on crack, Mechanicus. I'm just.
It's tea crack.
Yeah, something exciting happened. Something exciting happened. People getting cancelled. People getting exposed.
People
motherfuckers be. Hey! Mechanicus got you. Bill opened a book. Excellent. Motherfuckers! I've spent all of my part of the budget goes on books.
Yeah. Like whenever you need a Pathfinder book or any book in regards to like thinking role playing, he has it.
Yeah, I saved a lot of the trove before it went down.
Yeah, you're basically a librarian of yourself.
Big brained, but depressed brained.
That's why you think he's so depressed. There's got too much stuff in it.
No, it's just because you keep disrupting my sleep pattern.
I do not. Well, last night, Bill.
You headbutted me in the spine.
I did not mean I was asleep. How can I do that intentionally? How can I intentionally headbutt you while I'm asleep?
pecking at you.
You thought you were
It's
playing an
impossible.
extreme game of water polo?
Hey, at least Bill doesn't elbow you in your sleep.
Well, evident by the fact that she's still fucking alive.
Yeah, if he accidentally did any of that, I'd be dead.
One time
fucking
she
Han has done
booted me
it.
full force in the shins and hurt herself.
Yeah, no. When I slap Han's ass, my hand hurts so much. So bad.
We can't put that on the Christian Minecraft server.
This is just a Christian Minecraft server.
Don't worry, I get fucking evaporated after that usually.
Poor Sean Connery. Lose an open
can
hand, a closed fist.
You can feel like the PvP tags in that household go on, can't you?
Yeah, you can sense it. It's...
Han will do what we call the lineage 2 maneuver, where he will go around the house collecting up all the ads, and by ads I mean spiders, and hurling them into the room where the newbies are.
Oh god, there was a fucking
You know the
spider on...
location of one spider.
Don't you fucking dare. There's a fucking spider on one of our curtains, and in the morning I wanted to close the curtains so the sun wouldn't heat up the house. I just see there's... Why can't I hear him walking? Oh fuck's sake. Bill! He's going downstairs to the spider.
No, don't get.
Well, you got about 20 seconds to bar that door.
He's going to retrieve the spider.
I fucking
Meanwhile,
hope
there's
not.
a giant fluffy moth that flew in last
Oh,
night while I
moth.
was up listening to this drama at
Moth,
4 in the
moth.
morning. So it's a huge
that's-
moth, and he's very fluffy.
I heard Han in the background there. Penny, I think you might want to bar that door sooner rather than later.
No, I don't want to get up.
Or you're going to have to... Pretty sure,
He's coming
sure soon you're going to have no
upstairs.
option but to get up.
Don't you fuck...
Yep, like clockwork. I could have counted down 3, 2, 1, it would have been perfect.
Sound.
He didn't have anything in his hand but did a throwing motion at me.
That's what Bill does to me.
No, I did have something in my hand. I had one of those little bulrush plants that looked exactly like a bug if you throw it at people.
He's throwing me to try to make me think it's a bug. Well, I don't understand. What is this masculine urge to torment women?
I think that's just our true boys. Why do they do the same fucking scare tactics?
Yeah, what is it? It's got to be something evil.
Why- I
hate to break this to
Are you
I
guys
hate to
fucking
break this to you.
sharing this? You fucking scared.
Probably.
No, it's convergent evolution.
Yeah.
Yes.
That masculine urge to throw a bug or fake bug at your girlfriend and or wife. Great. Convergent evolution there.
Well, stop being socially acceptable to throw furniture. What can I say?
I once saw a guy Dark Souls roll his way into a women's locker room just to throw a spider at them.
Didn't you fucking Dark Souls roll a fucking airsoft gun recently?
No comment.
That you know what? Okay, regardless of wherever you fall in the transgender issues, walking into
What?
a woman's locker room to throw a spider at them is definitively invading women's spaces.
But what if you have a
think we can all
blindfold
agree.
on?
What if
Then
the
you're not in
spider
there
is
to
wearing- is
peep.
what if the spider is waving a trans flag? These are important
What-
questions.
What if you just
successfully have you successfully gendered the spider?
Yeah, what's the spider's gender?
I think you can determine it depending on their
Abdomen.
abdomen as well.
Yeah. And size.
If they're
actually.
chunkier.
Female spiders.
Now, the real patrician maneuver is to actually
8
release
penises
live
is a
spider
big
crabs.
giveaway.
Say again, Mark? Sorry?
Oh, I said the 8 penises is a big giveaway. Like
Yeah.
a gentleman spider.
Right.
thing is,
Some
like,
have 8
spiders-
legs and 8
You
dicks.
can't,
Spiders don't have dicks. They fucking just punch the female spider with their fists. They put their sperm on
Base.
fists, and then they
Base.
just punch the underside of the other spider. It's very weird.
Base. also, Mark, you can't make a Mighty Boosh reference. That got taken down from streaming ages ago. Also, apparently someone mentioned Pride. Apparently we need to get up to
I mean, yeah, pride. Let's be very prideful, which is not at all
that's
a deadly
5 CR higher.
sin. Oh no! I thought you were saying to get people watching the stream that it was included.
Debated.
Fuck you, dude.
See,
Love you.
I specifically made it so that if the more Pride stuff gets posted, the higher the CR becomes. because I knew that would get us more push in the algorithm, and more important, and because it would also prey upon our audience's antipathy towards you all.
That's true.
It's almost like this entire premise of this series is torture the influencers.
Right.
Speaking of which, now it's 15:15. We can begin in earnest. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome once again to Rolling the Isles with me, your host, Deep One Bill,
Granite is my favorite.
the most racist Pathfinder DM in existence. Except possibly banned.
Thank you, Penny. Granite was always my favorite from the Yahoo answers. Granite? Pregante.
Mechanic on duty with the LGBT flag, the trans rights flag, the LGBT flag, and then the Jolly Roger. When did they? Okay, this is getting out of hand.
Jolly Roger or whatever.
Now Piers Morgan's getting onto the Pride Parade circuit. This is getting out of hand.
Who the fuck is Piers Morgan?
God. He's a presenter.
You're lucky you don't get.
Yeah, you're lucky you don't know.
You don't have to know, but she don't have to know about that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, you're better off.
Also, I like to call him Hitler's hype man because if he debated Hitler himself, he would manage to make that Austrian fuckwit look good.
Most likely.
I see. No, wingman, not hype man.
No. He would be anti-Hitler, but just out of sheer incompetence, Piers Morgan would find a way to make Hitler look good.
Yeah, then
So,
that's the
Mr. Adolf,
wingman.
you're quite good at building showers, aren't you?
Part of the super group of people who are so bad at debating they make the other side look good, which I call the left rights.
No one will get that joke because no one knows who the left rights are. I'm assuming that was your reference to the MSI spin-off band, the left rights that make songs about
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
By the way, are the birds on
Thanks for
my
the
end very audible?
Not until you mentioned it, no.
I can close
No, it's
like
part
the
of the ambience.
door. Oh, the
Yeah, it's all
ambience. It's the cardinal we have
Besides-
with us.
No,
If you close the door, that means that Han can't sneak in and during the during the intermission and throw spiders into the house.
No, that door is already closed. It's
Bill, can
it's
you
the
get that
balcony
as a
doors that are
spell?
open.
Pardon?
Can you get that as a spell? Is there a spell that lets you throw spiders specifically?
Yes.
Of
There's a
course.
spell called Whip of Spiders that forms a whip of spiders. There's also a spell called Vomit Swarm that lets you vomit a swarm of spiders on people.
See, that's why I asked the question, because I knew you would know the answer. Speaking of being a library of information about
Summon
TTRPGs.
Vermin. Amber Amulet of the Monstrous Spider. The chainmail shirt of Oh My God, Why Would You Do This? Which is a magical chain shirt that when you use the command word turns into a swarm of spiders.
Wait, what if you give that as a gift to someone?
That's the idea.
Yeah, it's a...
What if it's like a very common word, but only like for specific
That's
times,
usually
like
the idea.
dinner? Like, oh,
Well, it's like when Seth inserted all those bombs into that guy who was in the afro and was using some very colourful language, shall we say.
Mm.
And then right as he's leaving to go accidentally assassinate the head of security, he says, "Thanks." And then there's just an explosion. It's the strangest thing.
Strange that. Well, shall we?
Let's
Get
how
back
we
to
pissed
our-
away another 5 minutes.
yes.
Who would like to recount last week?
We had
What?
more talks with our scout friend, as well as quick diagnostics upon us, and he seemed to be very concerned for definitely Mark, as he is glowing. Literally.
He's communist shit stirrer, of course he's close.
I was gonna say, I didn't think he was involved in the CIA.
Yes.
Very few people realise that they are until it's too late.
That's outrageous slander that I will not stand for.
I'm having to watch Andrew take stuff for your show on Friday, so I'm gonna give you as the lambasting you deserve for making me watch that drivel.
Oh, have you seen the pictures of him with anime girls?
Yes.
Who told me he can have my culture?
But then after that, we had some just a general chit chat with him, as we then moved on to go further into the caves, after we discussed also how much we have in stock, when we realize 30 hours into the cave, maybe we should have gotten more oil and water.
The bigger problem was that one of the spells cast earlier procced a wild magic event, which caused most of the water in the party to evaporate. Currently, you're surviving on whey cakes.
Yeah. But the other thing was that I do believe that some parts of the Underdark, that's where we're in right now, right?
That's the theory.
Well, we're in
some of
kind
it
big,
has
deep, dark
shifted
hole.
above us as well. So, because the scout had a map with several, like, basically layers. And then we could hear rumbling, so they've shifted, so he has put away his map now. Doesn't that mean the stuff he left on higher up levels is now just lost?
Shifted.
Shifted, okay.
And we don't know the extent of the shift.
True.
And Ragnarok, unfortunately, being wound around so many ley lines, whenever it shifts, everything shifts.
Whenever
like a-
it shits,
So
everything
it's not
shits.
just like one room that shifts over, it's like a disc rotating, in a sense?
It varies
Is it
very
like-
wildly, because all the ley lines have different degrees of slack. That varies by the season, for instance.
Is it like quantum stuff where you know how like we're in the current universe where like Fruit of the Loom never had the cornucopia, or it's the Berenstain bears? We've just shifted slightly.
By the way, they found both of those.
Yeah, I know.
See now staying. But
Yes.
I think this is more of a Maze Runner type situation.
Really? Am I the only one that read that book?
so you
Maze
got
Runner.
slightly our end. Oh mate, I don't. No, I didn't get Maze Runner.
Giant maze that has multiple layouts that shift around at random, but with a specific procedural pattern that is uninterpretable unless you have the time to map it out.
I only know there's
much like Cube.
there's a board game that we had
That's even
as
worse!
kids. Yes.
You got a problem with the Cube?
No, I don't have a problem with
No.
you.
God damn
just-
right.
It's
then,
just
everyone's-
little tiles of labyrinth that you could move around, and you had to fuck over other people, so not let them get to treasure. But that's besides the point. As we then moved on further into the cave, where I then found some water, as we can also see on screen, and shenanigans has happened. I do believe the water was drinkable, but it was very high in copper.
Yes, can cause stomach upset and health complications down the line if you relied
You
upon
would
it.
have summoned V. Well, speaking of the coppers.
I mean, I could dig out his old character sheet.
is this where V is hiding in the copper infested water?
For today's guest, no, I think.
Wait, I mean, I could go ask him.
You laugh, we could probably get V.
But
He
yeah,
actually knows Pathfinder.
I do believe something bit Baz's one of his feet, right? My brain was giving out at that point. I'm sorry.
He stood on what turned out to be some kind of creature, which smoke grenaded and flashed around the area, and then dumped him and caused him to slip into the water. At which point he was hit with two other creatures, and now something is in the walls.
Oh yeah, wasn't there something that fell off from the roof with tiny feet?
Yes.
Tiny itsy bitsy feet to walk. Yeah, I do believe we ended on having to roll for initiative, actually.
Yes, indeed you do. If everyone could put themselves down and then roll their initiative, please.
Why is Aiden so tall?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just moved my character on there. I don't know why. I'm
Because
so
this
large.
page does not have a grid, therefore your character sheet, your character image will be the size it is in the image.
I'm large. Even though my character is like comically short. Well, I'm not comically short, but I am short. Oh,
Ah,
yeah, hang on.
I'm not the
Sorry, I
last.
pulled- Sorry. Well, I had to pull my character sheet up.
Yeah, no worries. No, Han rolled a 2.
For the record, everyone will be starting over here by the shore.
Would Baz
if you
be
wanna-
a
if
bit
you-
in the water, or...?
Yeah, he'd be in the water. If people want to be more astray, they can, but please note that this is a very tight space. If you wander off into the midst of the water, you might encounter more hazardous situations, because that area has not been checked.
Yeah.
As evidenced by the fact that Baz just slid into the water and is getting his kneecaps broken by a bunch of creatures from the ceiling.
Bruh.
Baz,
Well-
back at
well,
it again
the
in a
order-
water source. It's just like the
order of
graveyard
events
over
was that
again.
my characters were investigating it. One of them reflected and then immediately reacted to something on the ceiling with the crossbow. They dodged out of the way. Then he got pulled into the water.
Yeah, sounds about right. You notice that the ceiling here is quite low. However, the amount of velocity employed by these creatures, or at least judging by the impact on your knees, Baz, indicates a fall from a far greater height.
So they jumped down. Motherfuckers. Or?
Though the stone and soil ceiling seems to be largely intact. Be that as it may, let's go ahead and go into descending order, and I'll roll my initiative. As mentioned, there is something stirring in the walls. And you can feel an enormous amount of heat and steam rising up from the water.
Alright, the scout used his sword as well in one area where everything got molten down, wasn't it?
Yeah, something is moving within the walls.
I
And
feel
there is
like
a
I should.
gap. There is actually a gap in the wall where an enormous amount of stone has been melted.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. That's what I want to do.
Okay, first up. The Gorb Whisperer himself, Comrade.
I'll do a detect bourgeoisie to see if I can sense any.
There is a large bourgeoisie presence in the wall.
Oh, fuck.
In the wall,
Yes.
in all the walls.
And it's a large bourgeoisie singular presence that is moving rapidly within a stone. There are also a number of proletarian presences.
And it's like within like touching distance from where I am, or is like, how far away is the
It is
thing?
currently slightly above you and the rest of the party, about 10 feet in total away from you, but moving rapidly.
Alright,
that-
well, I'd like to
that- you notice
throw
that-
my hammer fucking straight up in the air.
Hell yeah, roll that shit.
Because I'm fucking dumb like that.
It keeps turning out awesome, though, so.
It's
Well,
literally never failed. Here comes the train.
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
It's a really long train, that is. Like, a lot of people broke the door this week. What do you want? Should I just do a hammer attack?
Yes, please. Enough to hit the stone on the ceiling. As you do, a number of flaps of kind of thin, gritty sand and some kind of adhesive, like, just start to crumble out of gaps in the ceiling. It's like clumps of sand and some kind of viscous substance. The hammer blows knocked it loose. You suspect... Well, roll me a perception check. I'll let you know how much you suspect. This is across the board. Actually, no, we'll do it on each person's turn. Looks like some kind of creature's like hidey hole. Some kind of ambush predator, similar to razor clams on the beach.
Repeat the second half of that sentence again.
It's similar to how a razor clam hides on the beach. It's like a little it covers itself up with sand.
Yeah. Have you seen
Ambush
those? The clams that have the like long tongues and they stick their little flute tongue up out of the sand so you can see like a hole in the sand.
No, yeah, I haven't seen that, but I can imagine it based on your
Yeah.
description.
It's like an evil geoduck.
You kind of like a long geoduck. They are like closely related.
I believe it's pronounced gooey duck. I only know because of Portland.
Fuck Portland and fuck Portland women.
Wait, the university there, what's it called? The crazy university where I can't remember anybody's names right now. My brain's not operating on that level. Benjamin Boyce, where he went to.
I don't think anybody's brain wants to operate on the level of Portland women.
Be that as it may. Yeah, the entire ceiling is just pockmarked with these little like gaps in the stone.
So there's something living in there. Sure.
Now you notice that now, as that bourgeoisie presence is moving around, down from these gaps, a few of them, it's dripping like little droplets of something, and it's hissing as it hits the water.
From where it has been, or
Yes.
where it is.
As the large bourgeoisie presence moves through, small droplets of something seemingly of a high temperature is dropping into the water, though you can't quite get a bead on them because the amount of smoke in the area. As whatever one of the creatures that Han kicked emitted a large cloud of smoke. It's like thick, choking. It's almost like aerosolized ink. It's coating every surface in the area.
It's frustrating.
What's this name? The skeleton's currently being forced into blackface.
Who said it was black ink? It's awfully presumptuous of you there, Carl.
What color of ink is it, Bill?
It's like a greyish colour, like a light grey.
So it's whiteface.
Oh, being chilly, buck well. On Southeast Asia, he's allowed to finish.
Dude, I've gotten into the habit of just speaking fake Chinese in public.
How
Like-
Oh yeah.
is it
Before we get into
Damn,
that, let's let Comrade cook. Let's let Comrade cook.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so what I would like to do is run up the cave wall and then like flip off and like try and jab a crowbar like into one of these holes and then use my momentum to like make it a real big hole.
Okay, you mean like trying to use the crowbar as like a wrecking bar to just pry away the interconnected loops? Go ahead and roll that down, please.
Worst case, like I might get stuck up there. That's possible.
It's not a terrible. It's not a terribly large like cave, so it's pretty easy to do, honestly.
So he'd be okay, like if he.
If he fell, he'd
Oh, fuck.
roll the d10,000 check.
This is a first. I think this is a first. In terms of.
Don't worry, this is now a chance for him to roll something heinous that will give him superpowers, like almost every other
Probably,
fucker rolls on me.
right.
Yeah.
But no, almost always your like performance checks are fucking out of this world, and
I find it
Look-
funny that it's the exact same total as the reception.
Yeah,
Who's
and
his luck this game?
for 13, for if would usually be like, oh yeah, that's all right.
Well, it's an unlucky number, right? But I mean, because you've got 13 bonus on it, so that's or yeah, 12.
Target teleports to Cass's location in exactly 24 hours. Note that down.
What was it again?
The target teleports to the caster's location in exactly 24 hours.
Okay, so whatever he was
what's the
apparently targeting will be teleporting towards him
Will be
at
teleported.
rapid speed.
You get 24 hours until whatever that big bourgeoisie thing is appears before you. Also, it says it teleports to caster's location, which seems to indicate telefragging, but I'll be nice.
Okay, wait a minute. But it's also within 24 hours, not at 24 hours. So it could happen at any
In
point.
exactly 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
On Wednesday. In my real.
Yeah, it's gonna. We're gonna interrupt the Broken Crown podcast to have the rest of the encounter.
Bruh.
It'll be just like Final Fantasy.
That'd be a hell of a fucking swing, just halfway through, just to piss off all the people who always keep coming into this stream whenever it's not labelled clearly. So, Broken Crown on that? Oh no, it's the Pathfinder on again.
Oh, is this about the voting that's going on? About the one senile man and the one clown? Or what's happening?
And then the next second,
Yeah.
did that white
Confirmed again.
black man just say the N-word?
That's no black man, that's Joe Biden.
Give me a week. I can get this Joe Biden impersonation down.
I could probably. I'm not going to try it now because it'll throw me off my stroke for the rest of the session. I already had to practice all the accents for the session. Ugh. I got hairy legs. Anyway, okay. So, as Comrade attempts to hook the crowbar into the gap and try and wrench down the ceiling with him, instead he finds his hand slipping from the crowbar, having it not being wrapped in grip tape like it normally is, and deposits him into the icy cold stream below, which chills you to your bone.
Gonna land right next to the bars. Oops, you're right.
Now, Baz,
I've come to save you.
you're
Dropping in for support.
I said, Comrade, you are extraordinarily cold. Like, this is... If you didn't know better, you'd think this... Maybe it's the copper in the water that's preventing it from freezing. Because this is far below 0 degrees Celsius.
Cool.
Very cool, actually.
I put on the fumigator
It reminds
suit.
me of the old days back in where I come from.
Oh, yeah, technically, I think your character is, like, pseudo-Siberian. So you wouldn't really be affected so much. But, yeah, you unfortunately find yourself deposited into the river in roughly short order, and the crowbar is currently dangling from a hole in the ceiling. Which admittedly is only like 3 feet away from you, so... You have a swift action left if you'd like to do anything.
No, I got nothing.
Fair play.
You know, I'll just do my karate moves, getting ready for the next turn.
To everyone else, it looks like he's splashing about.
He's just warming up in the water.
Neri.
Yes. Okay. So, to reassess what is happening, hang on, where's the thingy? Did they remove, like, the pointer arrow from...
No, it's top left.
The fuck? I don't have it online. That's really weird.
Oh, did you accidentally install, like, the updated version?
Yeah, I guess so. So I can't even... Oh, no. You just didn't do it now. Okay. So... Hans... Baz's knees are being bitten at by stuff in the water, right?
Something fell from the ceiling and hit him in the kneecaps.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna pull my... Well, I think I already have my crab gauntlets out. But this looks like a job for me, so I'll come over here and step tepidly into the water, though, without, like, just up to, basically...
Horrendously cold.
Okay.
The only person who's not noticing this is Baz, because he has a fire elemental living in his arm.
Right.
It's water with mint in it.
Extra unspicy
You have
water.
stepped into a cold jacuzzi with Vicks on.
And just, I guess. Can I see anything? Perception to see like what's happening
Roll
underneath the
away.
water? What's going on here? Okie dokie. Where's it?
Something is crawling beneath the water. It's almost like some kind of cone shell. It's a large, stony, like spike with little crab-like legs.
It's attacking Baz?
No, it seems to be crawling away.
How big is it?
About the length of a forearm. Almost like it would blend in very well with a group of stalactites.
Can I pick it up with minor telekinesis?
How much can you lift?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
5 pounds? 15 pounds?
Because it doesn't say here in my description I have.
Are you? What are you
It's just
looking? What sheet
should
are you
still be
looking
the same.
at?
At my own, because I have the whole description of minor telekinesis here, but it doesn't have a.
I believe that uses the Earthumian version, which is
Yes. Yes.
as a spare hand, so whichever you can lift.
Oh, how much can I lift? Off ground, I think this would be. 520 pounds.
Well, what's your light?
My light load is 86.
Okay, so we a CMB check versus the creature. So it is a creature. I'll give you that one for free. Okay. I just do a little finagling right here. You're met with what you thought might be some kind of crustacean is in fact a literal chunk of sharpened stone, and a large eye opens on its surface.
Ooh. Hello.
It begins shrieking at you.
What the hell is this?
Could you roll me a reflex save?
Yep.
Okay, as the creature's central eye flashes with a bright, blinding like sheet of white light directly into your face.
Ah!
You are blind for a round.
Fug!
But you do have it grappled.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I have it grappled then. Well, apparently, it's clearly hostile. So
You
I'm
can
gonna
punch it. You have it grappled. You don't need to see it.
Yeah, well, using minor telekinesis, I'd like to bring it close to myself. So I'm gonna again. Okay. So I'm gonna bring it close to me, and then I'm gonna punch it towards the stone wall over here.
Okay. Question: what languages do you have?
I'm sorry.
What languages do you have?
Just standard.
Just okay. Does anyone have any fancy languages?
Penny's got a whole bunkle.
One moment. Let me read them off. Common, Sylvan, Terran, Celestial, Abyssal, Aklo, Ancient
Terran.
Patois. Oh, Indignant.
Terran.
Oh, what does it speak? Does it speak in pebbles? Oh, Neri.
Mhm.
It's screaming to be put down. Please please?
Well, it just blinded me.
Cannot see, I'm legally blind.
I'm legally blind.
He is legally blind too. He just made you a friend. So put him down, please.
All right, serve as an intermediary here. If I put him down, will he talk to us, I guess?
I will speak back in pebbles.
We need to. It'll run. It'll shriek back at you. We need to run. I had to flee the. I had to flee the tunnel above. It's here.
I'm gonna just loudly repeat what it said.
Okay, talk to us for a minute, and then you can run.
We don't have a minute.
I think we should run with it. Maybe you can carry it.
Okay, show us where to run then.
Where to?
Small problem, folks. It hasn't got any fucking arms.
Look.
It has no manner by which to point.
Looking works.
Yeah.
You know how like your friends.
He's blind.
Well, I am not blind.
Yeah, and Eris is serving as the interlocutor, so.
It doesn't actually have its bearings in this problem. It's just dropped in from the ceiling. It has no bearings in this room. It's still trying to figure out where that thing it's chasing it is.
Well, I don't think.
Just
don't know.
Ask if we can follow it.
Don't walk, run. Anyway.
We should maybe run. I will ask in Pebbles. Should we help you, carry you?
Yes, please.
Okay. His friend, carry him. I'll hold your hand when we continue walking.
Yes, I will hold the stalactite. Using telekinesis, I'll grab the little stalactite and be like, "Let's go. We're running. Okay, we got to get out of here." Apparently.
Okay. You've moved and attacked, so that'll be your turn for this. Carl, field is yours.
The skeleton will re-rack a bolt while slowly moving back towards the tunnel. We need to leave. Now, today.
Now that hissing noise, little wisps of some kind of a kind of thick little like trails of smoggy like vapors pouring up from the copper. If you want to roll a perception check, try and ascertain what's going on.
I want to roll 2 perception checks, one for that, and then another for the ceiling.
Certainly. Honestly, you could just roll the one to the same thing.
Just give me 1 second.
This motherfucker playing cookie clicker.
Yes.
Oh, can all of us roll perception or?
You said on our turns.
Yeah. Oh
First
yeah.
one for the first, and then the second one for the second.
Okay. The 21 yields. Yeah, something very hot is dripping from the gaps in the ceiling. The 32 tells you what. That is molten stone. Molten granite is pouring from the gaps in the ceiling. You suspect that's why these creatures have been forced down from above. Whatever's moving through the stone is literally melting it. And it's pouring down through these creatures' burrows, forcing them to flee. So either that there's going to be a wave of molten stone on its way down soon, or alternately, these creatures will be forced out of their burrows in a massive barrage. Either way, it's that or they all die in their hovels. You don't know how many there are in here. There's a lot of gaps in the ceiling. So I shall leave up to you what you wish to do with that information.
Sorry, I used the bathroom real quick. Was any of that... give me a quick TLDR. Sorry.
The lava is pouring in to these creatures' burrows from the layers above.
Mhm.
And as a result, they're having to flee their burrows directly downwards. Because whatever's above is probably been alerted to your presence. And in its efforts to get to you guys, is flooding their burrows with molten lava.
Okay, thank you. Well, do you know a way out of here, little guy?
I will translate in Pebble speak.
Yes.
Just run.
Let's just run
Okay.
as the way.
Yeah.
Probably away from anything hot coming in.
Yeah. Well, I suggest we run then.
So, Carl, any other action you want to take on this turn, or is it just going to be a like a studied retreat?
I'm going to take a teleport action to move away from the wall, and then the rest of the move action that's not used on the ghost is going to be used on the skeleton backing away while we reckon bolts.
It's quite
I
narrow.
want
The
to do something else, but
space is a bit narrower. It looks only like at its tallest part, it's only about 5 feet. So you'll be able to move back fairly simply. This is essentially a 5-foot square tunnel with divots where it gets narrower. But, yeah, that's your turn. Eris.
Yes. I will do a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
21.
More hissing noises. More. You look down the water. There are like lumps of slagged metal and stone, and in some places it's like almost like chunks of obsidian glass are forming. It's like someone's dropped hot caramel into water. Like tiny little beads
Rupert's
of black
drops.
glass.
So many Rupert's drops. Just imagine this.
I've accidentally traumatized the patissier again.
Question. Could I, through my character trait of Zodiac, the water one, could Eris get a hint on which direction to go that would be most safest? As with that one, it's basically somehow you head in the right direction to learn what you need to know. You occasionally just know things that you shouldn't and can deduce things others would never have guessed. You don't always find the answer you're looking for, but you find it more often than not. It's basically on DM discretion on when this activates, but I think so far this whole campaign we haven't used that, so...
Yeah, I wasn't actually aware of it. To be honest, I could have thrown you. I would have thrown you some more. Some
more bones.
Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Over the years.
No, then you should maybe.
Head upstream.
Okay.
Whatever this thing is, it relies on the heat, and if it's got to move against the stream itself, just try and stick to the bank.
Sense. Also, the penalty of the Zodiac. So just so you're also aware of that is. Once per day, the DM can assess penalties to any perception or sense motive checks.
Okay. I shall keep that in mind. So yeah, head upstream, keep to the bank.
I will yell that to everyone. And I would then also ask Baz, you need help?
You can help me up.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The flow of the river has technically been reversed because of flowing that way because of Baz's vision flip. Baz's vision got flipped around last session due to a random effect.
Oh.
So he mirrored the whole map. But before it can be poor Baz's turn, everyone roll me a perception check, please.
Another one on the edge. What is this?
Some Legacy of Kain bullshit.
Baz sees.
Baz sees it. Baz sees it clear.
Yeah.
Armand as well. Everyone else hears that sizzling noise in amongst the smoke. Baz and Armand see what it is. Gliding through the stone like a knife through butter is a glowing red line of something. And as it does, it's raining down droplets of molten stone. It's like someone's taken a sword of the temperature of the sun and just dragged it through the granite above.
Do I manage to catch any sort of glimpse as to what the creature looks like?
Because you rolled that? Yes, in amongst the smoke. In fact, with that roll, Baz,
Yeah.
you have flashbangs, don't you?
I unfortunately do not know.
Well, I'll say this. You see a glimpse of something through one of the holes in the ceiling. Because you rolled so well, I'm inclined to give you a free ranged attack.
Excellent. Before I make the attack, could I know what the creature looks like? Like, get a rough description of it.
It is huge. It is covered in plates the color of molten stone and the same color as like blackened basalt. That kind of on a bluish tone, like it's been scorched. Actually, tell you what, I'll give you a free. I just remembered something very important. You've got a fire elemental in your hand.
Yes.
We're not alone here.
Another elemental.
Yes. Older than
Great.
me. If what people who rolled a 20, or everyone rolled above 20, so everyone's entitled to a dungeoneering check. The higher your perception check, the easiest will be. Yeah, everyone's entitled to a dungeoneering check.
Okay.
None of you know what this is.
Oh, dungeoneering.
Mm-hmm. Or Arcana.
Where's dungeoneering even?
It is by
I don't have
like
either.
geography
Oh yeah,
and
knowledge.
that area.
Yeah, I don't have either, so. But why not?
Okay.
You've got the slimmest window opportunity here, Baz.
Yes.
Nail it, and you'll bring it tumbling out the ceiling.
I shall shoot it with my crossbow.
Roll it.
Alright. What is it? Also, I'm going to make a cold shot to its one of its joints. I'll factor in the penalties on my end. Basically, whichever joint is the most visible. Alright. Bada beep.
You hear the crossbow clang off something. And it falls to the ground shattered. In fact, no, it wouldn't. It returns back to you with the point melted off.
Well, worth a shot.
Okay. Eris, any other actions this turn?
Letting people know to move upstream.
Mm-hmm.
as well as wanting to move away from it.
Okay, and then I assume double move.
No. I would like to... Can I use my standard action after moving? Or is that the bad thing? Because I'd like to maybe attempt to use my telekinesis to wriggle Baz free.
There's still a cord tied around him, so it should be easy going.
Yes. Try to get him out of the water. Since I'm using the telekinesis, would I have to roll like strength or?
It's telekinesis. It runs off of your highest mental stat.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I can roll into. Very cool. $23 to pull him out.
You drag him soundly upstream. In fact, you have enough momentum built up. You could just like jump onto his back and surf him like he's not David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
Could I provide further aid with this through my bishop's plate, which allows me to essentially walk on water?
Yes, as you're currently moving at a diagonal.
So I'll just glide. I am the canoe.
I don't know if as we glide past, maybe I'll stretch out a hand for Mark as he's doing like slashing at the water as he prepares kung fu moves.
He's flapping around.
Yeah.
So you,
No
you, can
coping, essentially.
you can quite happily grab him as well. Though Baz is currently propelled at quite the speed.
Grab Mark by the scruff.
I'll grab on the whatever I can.
The mental image of this is nightmare.
I don't believe there would be would I be able to also grab Neri somehow? Or would that be pushing it?
Neri will be able to jump on at her turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will yell at her so she has like the reaction time for it.
Oh, Penny, maybe see if you can drop some rope.
I
That's
should
a free
have.
action.
Oh, I should, yeah. Then I will drop rope for Neri.
Oh yeah, that's even better. I was going to say I'll leave a trail of crowbar.
You know, it might slow down what's coming. Ever found someone who was made faster by stepping on a crowbar? Exactly.
That's true.
Okay. Baz.
Okay, this is a very cursed mental image, but as I'm just fucking gliding across the surface of the water, could I use my poleaxe to just kind of like propel myself further forward?
Yes, you may.
Very
Please
nice.
roll a guess acrobatics check.
Could I use power in this instance?
Yeah, makes sense. It's one of those
Doesn't really require much finesse in this, in
Yeah.
this instance.
Tell that to the actual physical combat rules for physical skills. Suddenly, you need to have flexibility to be good at grappling.
Ugh.
Okay, yeah, you get a fire or clip. You get to add the reach to your polearm for the distance travelled.
Oh yeah.
I should state this map is not indicative of the actual length of the area.
I'll.
That thing that hit
use-
you in the kneecap is currently on board with you, by the way.
Oh well, that's a secondary concern. Could I move my movement speed with this since the bishop's plate?
Yes.
Hell yeah! In that case, I'll make a
You get
double
to add,
move.
and you get to add the reach of your polearm to that, but that's that total.
Nice. In that case, I shall move 100 feet away.
Will Neri have maybe a reflex save to catch the rope before his
Yes.
zooms up?
Yes. If you're going that fast, then yeah, you can quite happily. Neri will have a chance to jump on. Neri, could you roll me an acrobatics check, please?
Acrobatics? Okay.
Yes. That's good enough. It's not difficult.
Make sure to still drag the little dude with.
Yes, I've got him in me. I will grab the rope with one hand. And I will have the little stalactite dude in my other.
And
I am not abandoning him. We are running together.
I shall, then as a swift action,
She's got another pet.
temporarily reforge my armor to be of aluminum. Yes, aluminum. And I'll use the rules we set previously.
Hang on, as Coldwarmach brings up, I am blinded. Am I able to do that then? To grab the rope?
I mean, I have yelled at you.
Okay, so it's like...
I did
Go,
specific-
Gadget, noose!
Just lasso her.
Alright, so you think reasonably I can figure out how to grab it? Okay. Finally, I have become Daredevil.
I cannot see you, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, his comrade also.
Mama, I love you.
The comrade
You
is holding
drag him
on. Yeah.
Everyone's holding on for dear life. As you're literally just like... Because it's a priest, is it a wakeboard?
Fucking Ouija board.
You'll fucking need one if that thing out there catches you. By the way, is there anyone looking behind them?
Yes, of course.
As you see, it's a what's a fin glowing red hot and carving awake through the stone. If anyone wants to roll another Dungeoneering or Arcana check to try and ID the creature, please feel free. By the way, it's gaining on you. You got a 19, you got a 19. You rise on a 19?
And for the
May I
Arcana.
roll Arcana?
Yes.
And Planes, actually. Here's Arcana.
There's an elemental.
27. And Planes.
Can I roll geography?
21.
Yes, because technically it's a geological installation. Oh, hiccups now, fuck. Eris is the most overall, what with the lack of penalties for using geography and the bonuses for the information. Oh no. Is there anything that runs through your mind? That is a boulet's fin. But it's a lot larger than an average one.
I see.
And boulets do not generally burn through stone, they just dig.
Am I allowed to use a cantrip reflexively upon this information?
What's the cantrip? Let you do it if it's funny.
I would like to use Maze, aka using the Ring of Grammarian, spooked, and turning days into maze.
Using the Ring of the Grammarian takes a swift in
Day.
conjunction with the standard, so you have to do it on your next turn.
Okay.
There's a reason why last time it was wheeled out, it was like a whole ritual.
Okay. I think last time we haven't used it yet in the game yet.
Well, the only person to use it was its previous owner. God rest us all. So Baz now chugging along at a good old rate. I believe now it's time for our resident communist. Comrade, the field is yours. You're going on at a hell of a speed, but that thing is still gaining on you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stab crowbars into the ground like a 45-degree angle, like a sort of slalom of punji sticks for it to
I like it.
chase us through.
Roll whatever skill you think would be the most appropriate.
Well, obviously, to get them all nicely spaced out, like I'll have to do it to a rhythm. I'm gonna do it
Exactly.
as a dance.
It's like Morris dancing.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Vietnamese Morris dance. Okay. Last second DC. Yes, I'm allowing him to do this because I don't believe people that a human being should have to spend skill points, unironically, in trap making.
You
If I,
need to have at least 20 in to take a 10.
I have dug a hole. That will be 3,000 gold pieces, please.
If I was to hold a crowbar in one hand and spin it around really fast, would it make us travel faster?
You could, like, use the crowbars like skis, or not skis, like ski poles.
Yeah, like
Paddles.
oars.
Like paddles
Yeah.
along the rocks.
So you've got such a wide variety of weird shit to use that you're kind of spoiled for choice. I've forgotten half the stuff you've got. Let's see. Yeah, I'll factor that in. It'll go towards.
Yeah,
I'll
so,
do the dance check towards. When next Baz rolls the check to see his speed, I'll have you roll dance as well.
Right.
I'll add them together. Trainers.
And then other than that, I'm just gonna hold on really tightly.
By the way, where is the scout? Bill?
Good question.
Can we have just dragged him along? Did he catch the general thing?
You don't see him around.
Hmm. Fair.
Okay. Any other actions, comrade?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
That's good.
Neri.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't. We're going for a ride, I suppose. I don't know what else I should do besides hang on. Am I at the end of this rope essentially, or near the end of it?
No, you're on board.
Okay, I'm on board now. Okay, I'm not still hanging on to the rope. Fuck.
For how long was she blind?
Yeah, am I still blind? That's a good question.
No, on this turn you'll be clear. It only lasts till your next turn. Because you only took like a mini flash.
Okay. Don't know if there's anything I can fucking do, because I only can really punch stuff.
I may punch the water to go faster.
Could I punch the water to go faster? Could I use could I use my lobster claws to like spin like rotators, you know, as a like a
Propellers.
yeah, propellers?
Okay. The easiest way to do this would be to, because lobsters move fastest when they're kind of kicking backwards, is to face towards where the creature is and put your arms in the water.
Okay.
And let them just kick as fast as they can.
Yes, I will do that. I will use my lobsters. Go!
This is the worst Voltron anyone could possibly make. Wonder Twin Powers form of autism.
Let's go, kick lads.
You're
Swim.
Baz, you're reaching an alarming speed.
Fast.
It's starting to get a
Would
bit
you call
difficult
it
to
ludicrous
steer.
speed?
Well, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say that his aluminium armor has a keel, so he can actually steer.
Yeah.
But he still has to operate in diagonals.
Yeah.
Does it count if his body's at a diagonal because he's going so fast? Like those speedboats that like go like at a degree, like an angle?
Yeah, but that means that whoever's at the front of the boat is about to get their fucking spine compacted.
Yes.
Oof.
Good. Do
And there's
it.
just the spike, like holding on to the back of his head for dear life.
Gotta go fast. Gotta
Okay.
go fast.
How many actions are you going to be using for your lobsters to boost the speed?
Until we appear to be out of the danger, so as long as I can.
Okay, so full round action. Armand, field is yours. You are witnessing an act of pure, unadulterated something.
Party
Kind of defies
cohesion.
description.
I don't think anybody pulled my characters into the boat, so we're just stuck on the banks watching this happen.
I
You
assumed
can
you were on the other. No,
teleport.
you're on the other end. You're like skiing behind. You're on the other end of the rope trick.
Okay. So we're flailing through the air on
Skeleton
what?
skiing.
Okay. That's fine. Is Hadion with us?
You're not sure. You've not seen him. Not since. You haven't seen him since the smoke poured out earlier on. Namely, when his cleaver was dipped into the water to try and, stop it being the temperature of the sun. At that point, you lost track of him.
The skeleton will remember this. So I'm skiing on the end of the rope trick where everybody else is in the boat.
Yes.
And where's the ghost? Because I'm assuming nobody grabbed the ghost either.
I assume the. Oh, yeah, because the ghost is
Oh.
separate from the thing.
Yes.
And you teleport?
He can,
So-
but only 30 feet at a time. How fast is the boat moving?
Like 100
Fast.
Or you can teleport to anyone who's part of your network.
I don't think
I
any
can't.
of us are
No
in
one
the
wanted
network.
to join the network because they had a question.
Well, your
about
skeleton's part. Your skeleton's part of the network.
They're technically the same person, but yes, fair point.
Yeah, you can you're quantumly entangled. It's your skeleton.
Yeah, I assume he would have come.
You can
along.
teleport. You can teleport to yourself.
Before he
Listen,
does that-
listen. Being able to turn into a Devati, which is a creature with 2 bodies and 1 soul, is an operative part of ghost chicanery. In terms,
Before he does that, the ghost is going to comically look up and down the banks and just quietly sob into his hands.
To be fair, Eris did say where to go and was yelling around.
also,
That's not why
one
it's
person in the
going.
party. This is one person in the party who can walk through walls to a certain degree. They're admittedly not in this neck of the woods. But it's the mental image just going. like the whole the spaghetti falling out of the pockets cry.
Yes. Just looks at his hands, looks at the party speeding down the road. He looks at the skeleton turns around. His eyes are glowing red because he also noticed that nobody noticed where the guy is. He cries in his hands. Why did they have to pull us out of the tree?
There's a sentence for a fucking piece of merchandise for your car.
Why did they
Because
get
out
out
of
of
context,
the
it sounds sketchy as shit.
Out of character. We did try to put you to sleep again, to be fair. You just didn't want it.
It's- both sides arguing, put him back in the tree, put me back in the tree, everyone put him back in the
wanna go back.
the tree is stopping you.
The tree has
So now-
disintegrated. By the time we're done arguing.
The tree has burned itself down in protest. You ain't paying rent, I ain't hosting you.
He takes a deep breath. If a ghost can take a breath, he's taking a deep breath.
It's creak. It's like when you get someone who hasn't worked out a muscle for a while. It's like, ow.
He then pops himself out of existence and back into the existence of the skeleton.
You're now skiing. Would you like to do a flip?
The skeleton is going to pull himself up towards the rope, wincing forward. And the ghost is going to jump back into the bag of holding and attach itself around Neri.
Inside the bag of holding, you're not alone.
perception check.
You don't have to roll very hard. The guide is in here.
When did
He's
you
got
get
an-
inside of my bag?
He shrugs and you notice he's got an air tanker.
And I mean, next to the guide, there's more in there.
He's just sitting upon a throne of whey bread.
And beetles.
There's a lot of beetles, I'm not going to lie to you.
I thought it was headcanon that we were going to roll whenever they had actually consumed one to find if they're infected or not.
No, but they
Well,
gotta come
there
from
is still
somewhere.
bread in your bag. A lot of bread
Fair
and
enough.
a lot of beetles.
I'm not sure what you're complaining about. It's more protein.
I will not eat the bugs. I will not live in the pond.
You will be happy.
No, I will be miserable.
You notice that the guide is from somewhere acquired a chicken, which is quite happily pecking at the bugs in his bread.
The circle of life.
Chickens. A real one, in terms of species.
Yeah, we need chicken.
As the ghost starts talking, both of their voices start interchanging with each other. I was worried sick about you! You fucking strike-out bastard! Where the fuck were you?
Sir, I am more than
Aw,
capable.
they
I
miss
am.
each other.
I appreciate your concern, but I am more than capable to look after myself. I slipped in here when no one was looking.
Have you seen what is outside?
He'll casually walk up to the opening, open it, stick his head out, put his head back in, closes it, walks back to his own. I'm good.
Exactly! I'm not!
No, he'll put a hand on your shoulder. You notice that he actually grips your intangible flesh like it's not solid.
I think this is the
Don't worry.
second time he has done it.
Sit tight, relax. This will all blow over soon. Have a little faith. I know I do. You gotta have some faith to be in this line of work. Besides, you don't weigh nothing, and you very slightly float off the ground. He points down to where you very slightly float off the ground. You're liable to slip off the back of the boat. You never been fishing before?
Once. I didn't like it.
Not for everybody, I suppose. We island folk, we do enjoy it. Real expensive
Conditions on
these
which
days.
I went fishing under the reasons I did not like it.
No. Always time for take two, eh? He'll hand you a fishing rod. It looks very similar to the one that the rest of the party has. Somewhere out
Shouldn't have
there.
gone fishing.
Somewhere out there, Oozly's character's going, where the fuck is my fishing rod?
That's for character actions. Outside the bag, the skeleton will slowly start trying to wince himself towards further and further closer to the boat.
Okay, you're about 20 feet from the back of the boat. We call him on the boat. It's Baz, and he's just moving at very high speed.
Very hig speed.
Zoom.
Finally, Bishop of the Sea.
The
There's a fucking
skeleton
deep
will now
cut cryptozoan.
rotate its head backwards.
That fin is gaining on you still.
Bruh.
It is now going to hyper focus on that particular fin. It's going to start casting.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to cast?
Mind thrust.
Oh, classic. Certified hood classic. Oh, I should roll this. Holy shit. I wasn't expecting someone to actually wheel out a psychic spell. There's an almighty shuddering. And then something crashes out of the ceiling, smashing its head into various surfaces. And as you see it literally melting the stone around it as it impacts. Now, I'd like to thank Cole Womack for his work with the getting the AI to behave itself. So we get this image, which I've cropped.
Oh god, let me scroll up. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, great.
This
Looks like a leathery
is your new
moray.
friend.
Yeah.
It's an enormous burning boulet. Who would like to roll a knowledge planes?
Ugh.
I would like to. What's the worst that could happen as I jinx myself? 19.
Mm-hmm. Alright, this check's a lot easier than the last ones. Any other raise on 19? 19.
Does my
nah.
Arcana of 27 do anything additional? Very.
Certainly.
Did I even get to roll my damage? I don't even know.
Oh shit.
I didn't even get to roll my attack yet, Bill.
Well, it's being. Well, this thing takes any damage whilst it's swimming in the upside down. It's swimming, so yeah, it's going to be knocked down. But yeah, roll me the damage, please.
Okay.
Actually, and it is psychic damage, which is one of the things it's quite, well, I suppose, like, isn't resistant to. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stone Scour. An elementally possessed boulet.
Is it a French word?
Yes, it means bullet.
Ah,
I figured, but I was like...
could have guessed, but yeah.
A boulet, also known as a land shark, is an enormous, magically created predator that has long since started to propagate in the wild. In this case, it is, much like your friend Baz, possessed by some kind of fire elemental, to the point where it can melt stone.
Oh, and he's a big lad, isn't he?
Yes. It is a large lad. A large, angry lad.
Is it
And
a
it's just the
hangy lad?
It's hurtling
Perhaps.
towards you at a very high speed. Now, with the roll as high as you've got, here's a few things that boulets do. Could you have a total of 4 questions?
Weaknesses.
Weaknesses. Not terribly many. It's not got the best mental stats, and as a fire creature, it is weak to cold damage.
Hmm.
Okay.
So it has the fire subtype.
DR.
Okay, we don't check.
Probably
So,
fire, I'm guessing.
Oh, it's completely immune to fire.
Oh.
And what's the other one? It also has a DR.
Acid, maybe?
Actually, no. It does not have damage reduction.
Oh.
It's just heavily
Interesting.
armored.
Hit dice. I think that's one question you can ask, right?
Yep, this one is 8 hit dice.
So it's a level 8.
Essentially,
Right?
yes.
Damn pride emotes. Okay, so the question of weakness, DR, hit die.
One more.
Highest stat? Would that be a question I could ask?
I'll give it to you for free. It's its strength.
Oh. Okay. Do you know of any other useful questions, as I'm not usually the one that gets to ask questions?
Okay, so which ones have you done? You've done weaknesses.
DR
so-
and hit dice.
So, weaknesses, defensive abilities, essentially.
Yep.
Offensive abilities, and then special abilities.
I guess special abilities would be useful.
Okay, would you like special qualities or special attacks?
Attacks.
Okay. It can leap, which is a pounce attack, which is after a acrobatics check, it can jump through the air and make 4 claw attacks. Rather than its usual. It also has a savage bite. Its bite attack is 1.5 times strength damage and threatens on a 19 to 20.
I'm letting the
Of more
party
pressing
know.
Of more pressing concern to you, burn. Any creature that is struck by it takes an additional 1d6 fire damage plus 1d6 for every 3 hit dice it has.
So it's
3d6 additional fire damage. If it had any spellcasting, it would be enhanced if it's fire related. It can spew a gout of flame up to 100 feet. And any material that it touches takes triple damage from its flame, specifically. But that's only for objects and material.
well, clothing is material.
So how many hit dice did it have?
8 hit
8.
dice.
So
Okay.
I will let the party know about what I have learned.
Fuck, dude.
this creature is possessed in much the same way as Baz is. Though it does have the advantage of being much larger and therefore being able to have a much larger and angrier spirit within it. It doesn't even, with its elemental nature, it doesn't even need to eat. It's just doing it out of either some kind of crazed hunger or perhaps for sport.
Or it might have just been past memories of eating.
Whatever has happened, whatever's possessing this creature is possessed it, is warped it horribly.
Okay.
But, any other actions, Carl? You've done 9 psychic damage to it.
How many hit died? Do we answer all the questions?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, fuck.
8 hit
It's
die.
dangerous. It's dangerous as fuck.
Yeah, it's a big scary boy.
We know that it has 8 hit die.
Yes.
Yep, 8 hit dice. And
And a
And
bunch
there's a
of
template.
freaky attacks, and it is fast,
Things. Yes.
and it can spew
notice that as it's
flames up to 100
entered-
feet.
as it's entered the water, it is slowed considerably.
Does it seem like the spirit is waning slightly?
It is. The spirit is rampaging. As it's just been dumped directly into its opposing element.
I see.
Very cold water.
The skeleton will blow a raspberry at it.
Buy this man some lips, goddamn. I'm just picturing it's the fucking not MD Geist, the tank police that had the robot with the teeth and the tongue.
Oh, yeah.
What do you tank police?
Well, I know what you're talking about. I remember I knew that image you're talking about, but I don't remember where it's from.
I'll look it up on when I get it in a second. Oh, it's AD police. I always got these two mixed up. Good old AD police. But okay. Any other action? Okay, you got the raspberry supplied. Any other actions, Carl?
A prepared action.
Keep in mind, you've only got a move. You've used your move and your standard, so you'd only be able to prepare a swift.
It is going to be an ecto plasmic flame, but not used on this turn.
Okay. It's more of a declaration of intent. Okie dokie.
That ends the turn.
Eris.
So, what was it for the ring again?
A swift action to change one letter in a spell's name.
Okay. Does it change things depending on the level of the spell, or is it just general swift? Like, oh, it's a level 2 spell, suddenly you have to, like, do some voodoo or something.
No.
Okay.
That's the grammarian. It changes one letter, and the effect changes as appropriate.
Does it do so permanently or temporarily for that time's casting?
For that casting.
Okay, I would like to use the ring to then change one letter. Instead of getting maze, I'm gonna actually get shadow wall instead of shadow ball.
Ah. So to block the creature's path, it'll take it.
Yes. And
Very cool.
I will quickly also check again what shadow ball did, because I'm guessing it would have similar effects.
2d6. It was a 2d6 static effect that if you walk through it did more damage.
It did cold damage. One moment.
Okay, I will.
Oh, excellent.
Let me look. Let me get to that.
Sure. There's actually a spell called Wall of Shadow, but I'm going to rule that this would take after its parent spell more than its,
Yeah, because it would.
Simulation.
Yeah. Basically, shadow ball is a shifting ball of darkness, which you can basically move whichever way, and it deals cold damage to those it strikes. It deals 3d6 points of cold damage.
Okay. This
Does it also affect the water?
I mean, it's a wall. It has a 5 feet diameter, so I'm not sure if it'll just be a 5-foot wall or longer.
It would be would default to the Wall of Shadow, which is 10 feet per level and 5 feet high. So a 5-foot, basically a 5-foot square that is 10 feet per level. Though in the situation you're in, you would have to orient it lengthways.
Oh no!
So you'd have to go through more squares.
It can be up to 40 feet, Penny.
I'll take it.
So 40 feet of completely frigid shadow stuff is between yourselves and this creature that hates the cold.
Would it then count for 3d6 points of cold damage per square it goes through? Of it?
Yes.
By the way, a successful reflex save negates the damage. As a heads up.
Okay. Now I'll say, thinking about it, you can orient it either lengthways or sideways because this creature can move through stone. So I'll leave it up to you.
I can. I'm not sure if you would allow it, but with Shadow Ball, you can actively direct the ball.
Oh yeah, you can move it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So lengthwise, please.
Okay. Just hitting this motherfucker with the Sons of the Forest crafting system. Why will nothing snap together correctly? It was to everyone else, the entire length of this stream pretty much begins to freeze.
Hopefully far enough that it doesn't catch us, that is. As in, it's not close enough.
Let's hope so, yeah.
Any other actions, Eris?
I think I still have a move action, right?
Yes.
Can I even use that as a standard action?
Oh shit, Penny.
No.
You could maybe try and help pushing Baz using telekinesis.
I'm just dragging Baz with telekinesis further away from me. Would that even work? Isn't that like a problem in physics?
Oh, not with actual telekinesis, no.
Well, I'm gonna be doing that. Basically just pulling a magnet by a magnet in front of me. Oh no.
Free energy.
Yeah.
You're hurtling at tremendous speed, so... Baz, how's your sailing boat? How's your sailing skill?
Let me have a look.
I think you actually have ranks at it, memory serves.
Am I allowed to aid him with this due to telekinesis and being able to
Yep.
see for about like fucking
Yep.
crash?
He'll get a +2 from you, and he will get a large bonus from Comrade. Comrade, if you could roll dance, please.
Oh shit. Bill,
Yes.
since I am essentially using my armor,
You may use power if you wish.
could I use magic device?
Yes, excellent choice.
All right.
Can I aid on use magic device with an additional roll?
Yes.
So 28 plus 2 plus bonus plus this from Eris.
Okay. You're making good speed. No issues whatsoever. Just plowing through the bracken. The little spike creature that's with you is terrified.
And I just have my
He
hand
is
on
just
its
shrieking in ignorance.
back? Oh, an ignan. I can hear it then. What is it yelling?
Same. Nice.
Excellent translation.
Also, I'll,
In human language, it sounds a bit more like a whole stream of gravel being poured down a driveway.
so I'll ask Faustus through telepathy. Faustus, what if you were to eat that element?
My stomach would burst.
Can you eat part of it?
If you can knock it to the ground, injure it, I could try to rip it out through its wounds.
How about you ready a fireball? But an icy one this time.
I thought you'd never ask. Baz starts to burn, but with blue flames.
Cool.
So this is basically for when the creature gets closer as a readied action.
Okay. Could you roll one
Is the
more?
creature gaining on us still?
It's no longer. It's currently weighing its options for its next action. Because it's going to have to decide between whether it wants to plow right ahead, right through the death zone, or if it wants to try and go around.
Zone.
It
a
would
good
have to
term,
run
yeah.
through. It would have to run through 8 squares of 3d6 each cold damage. It takes half again as much damage from cold. That would
Oh,
gibber
oh,
at
good
most
point.
creatures.
I mean, 16d6 dice damage. What could be the problem? Oh.
So, do we want to get him on the floor? Is that where we're at?
I mean,
Just trying to decide whether I'm gonna go and damage him a little bit or not.
This is a dangerous creature.
They're
If
all
you get
dangerous
injured-
creatures, bro.
I know, but if it hits you, it's a very good chance it'll melt your armor onto your skin.
Cool. I'll be like Dr. Doom.
Hell yeah.
Issue being, Dr. Doom never had to climb through a cave.
You don't know that.
I don't think
Probably
Dr. Doom
did.
goes caving on the weekends.
I didn't Latveria, there might be caves.
Another quick thing I would like to do is
Train.
preemptively provide an aid another to Faustus's fireball. Empower it. Send you the details in there.
Right. I should note something I should point out. Eris, as you have the Ring of the Grammarian, the Ring of the Grammarian does not have a limit on uses, and it can be used on other people's spells if they're in close combat with you.
what are you implying?
If someone's casting a spell, such as the Readied Fireball, and you want to change a letter in it, you may. I just thought I'd point that out because up to now, you've not really been adjacent to anyone casting.
Fire.
What isn't?
What would you
What
Make it
about?
plural.
fire?
You can make it plural.
Oh, fire.
Oh.
No. Oh, yeah, you can add a letter. Yeah.
Fireballs.
Fires balls.
Ball.
Fire's balls.
Sir, fire this man's balls.
Bailiff, slap his nose.
Hmm. Or else we'll just say, make that a couple? I guess that's what I'll use my move on. Since I think I had that left over.
You use the swift action on your turn to switch it to Shadow Wall, but you do have a immediate action from next turn, which is next turn's swift.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll
Which is
take
let
it.
everyone on its turn. Okay. Let's see. I need to roll this for this thing's intelligence. It's not very bright.
But it does have an intelligence score.
Yes. I mean, it's whether it figures out immediately that this is a threat or if it has to be hurt by it first. And could you roll me damage for one square?
Yes.
Yeah, 1 square, please.
3d6 cold damage, 10.
So 15.
Huh?
It takes an additional half cold damage
Oh. Oh.
because it's vulnerable. It emits this noise like a flint stone that it's left in a fire until it explodes, and then you see it rush off into the wall. Costing it some movement, and it's only moving up to 50 feet. It's only closed half the usual distance.
Question.
But
Can, not that I'm doing it, but if I were to move the wall sideways, would it still go into the wall? The
yep,
shadow?
you can move it sideways. You could start rotating it.
Just start spinning it and slapping it with cold damage.
Yeah, you're allowed.
Rotate it.
There's a
We
certain
have to
there's a certain
rotate
amount.
him.
Rotate.
Rotate shark.
He's already been upside down. Doesn't work on this one.
Yeah, but he
matter,
has to be
rotate.
like snoot down.
Well,
Yes.
important thing to note here is, well, you've got enough of a check. This creature, for the purposes of how it moves through stone, is considered incorporeal. It's a very weird caveat version of incorporeality. Because it's literally moving through matter so fast, it is not interacting with it as a substance, it's interacting with it as energy. This creature is made of lava. So if you hit it with a shadow wall and it doesn't roll very well, it can just start falling down.
Also, real quick, Bill. Baz doesn't move as quickly as he did on his first turn.
Mhm.
He will move for 55 feet plus whatever bonus he got from the check and
Okay.
the other bonuses. Standard, I'll use to prepare an action to barrage it if it pops up.
Okie dokie. By the way, for those who wish to know, for this fireball, which is a cold variation, I will be allowing because it's turned to plural, we'll be using the magic trick version of fireball, where you split it into like 3 different fireballs, all do 2d6 each.
Eris has come to add a little bit of spice.
Okay. And that's the ready action. Okay. It's currently moving through the wall still. So I'm going to leave it on the screen just for ease, but it's currently within the wall itself. But you can see the fin. It's still carving its way through the stone.
It's inside the wall, or
On the
it's
walls.
partially inside the wall.
It is inside the wall, but the fin is exposed.
It's on the goddamn.
Old lady in the wall.
Comrade.
Alright, so it's absurd. I'm gonna hold the gorb in the air. I'm gonna shout, "It's gorbing time." I'm gonna spin my Kami Rider belt thing and transform into Kami Rider Baryshnikov. Then I'll
get you
like
right
leap off of the makeshift armor boat thing. I'm gonna charge directly at the monster thing, and basically I want to climb inside its cloaca.
Oh no!
I see. You,
A man of culture, I see.
Or
finally, ride a dick.
I just wanted to say the word cloaca.
Yeah,
was.
I figured as much.
It's
No
gonna be one of them
comment.
days. Okay, so you've reached the edge of the shadow wall, and the creature is hurtling towards you. I'm going to need you to ready an action, so that on its turn, when it emerges to try and eat you, you can attempt to invade its personal space in a violent and non-consensual manner. So we'll see to that on its turn. Anything you'd like to do in the interim apart from that ready action?
Do some
Your swift
cool
action-
poses.
Oh, he's already used a swift action to transform
pose.
and a move action to move, so
I
he's got a standard
mean-
action readied.
Standard action to warm
Yeah.
up to dive in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do.
He can take pose as a free action.
Finally, we've done it. We've combined Kamen Rider with everyone's favorite comic book hero, Buenos Excelente.
Oh god.
So yeah, I'm just gonna be practicing my dive-in poses, like while I'm getting ready.
This motherfucker out here doing golden boy shit. Oh damn. Okay, we'll come back to that. Pardon the pun. Neri, you're up. And let's put him over here for.
Okay, we're still speeding away. Mark is about to jump up this thing's cloaca.
Let's just play the noise that is necessary for the situation.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking sound when he goes in.
That's the sound effects. What can I do now? Well, I thought we were just trying to run away, but I could do to try and
just the mental image. Diplomacy has failed. Right a kick right to the fucking like gonads.
Rider kicks towards your balls.
It's
How
because
far-
like I was like, oh, he's covered in armor from head to toe. I bet his cloaca's open.
How far away from it is us?
That was sure an attempt at the English language, but okay.
How far away from it is it? Away from us is it?
How far away from us is the creature?
Is it?
Or how far are we from the creature?
How far away from us is it?
Distance between each other, please.
Yes, it's
How far?
completely grammatically correct.
Fuck yourself.
Who is closer
anyway.
to each other, us or him?
I want to know the distance. 'Cause I'm hand to
Emotionally
hand,
Okay.
so
or bodily?
well, I think we're quite
Okay.
emotionally distant, but
You're about
Yeah.
40 feet from the creature.
40 feet, okay.
I think the creature's
You
put a
sure?
lot of emotions into this. Seeing how angry he
Emotional
is.
damage.
There's about to be some fucking emotional damage when this rider kick goes up. I'm forcibly activating a finishing move with that shit. Like it's free.
Man, I don't know if there's anything I can do really without getting closer, but don't want to do that. However, again, like before, when I felt I was like, oh no, we can't leave Mark behind to do this shit. He was perfectly fine, and I think I'll just. I think all I'm gonna do for my turn is just continue to use my lobster hands to serve as a propeller.
Okay.
That's all I think.
Extra 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, we're so we can keep ahead of it. I guess Han, you tell me. You know, I'll help. You tell me like which way to shift or whatever, and I'll pivot the lobsters to aid in navigation.
Excellent.
Skeleton's just skiing off the fucking back of the thing.
Yeah. this I
When
do
it's at
Scott
that
draws
point,
this.
staring directly
This is-
at the target.
This is kind of if you think about the image right now, where
It's skiing backwards.
what's
I'm kind of glad Ritualist ain't here for this one.
So wait, are we riding on Han's back essentially?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what
You know
I
the
figured, but
SpongeBob
just-
movie where Hasselhoff is like
Yeah.
a boat?
Right, so we're riding on Han, so Han is just like fucking planking on the water essentially, and we're riding on his back. I am propelling us with lobsters. There's a skeleton water skiing behind us. And
Backwards
Mark
it
is
is.
about
Too.
backwards, and Mark is about to go punch the giant fire monster alien thing behind us in the dick. So inside
Or
of it
vagina, we don't know,
specifically.
Aiden.
Right, the
We're
cloaca.
gonna have to do a perception check when we get there to find out. Do a
Right.
gender reveal party.
Yeah, right to it. Shit.
Don't want to assume now, do we?
Exactly.
I'm gonna have
well, I
to
guess-
roll
well,
to see what we
gender
have to
is
call
certainly gonna be
Mark
revealed soon.
afterwards.
The mental image is astonishing. I'm just gonna keep powering away with my lobsters. That's all I'll do.
I was gonna say masturbating, and then you said powering away with my lobsters, and it still kind of worked. 'Cause you
Still
can-
works. Powering away with my shellfish. Yep.
Well, whatever happens to Comrade, it will be another job well done.
Can we like can you put him on a rope or something? Would I be able to do that so I can pull him back? He's already
Because-
over there.
The man has a date with destiny. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think
Either he comes back
Very
out or
intimate
he
date with
doesn't.
destiny.
That's
if he dies, he dies.
yeah. The thing is, with that thing, even if you put rope around him, it would probably burn off.
Oh, can I ask our little stalactite friend, what the fuck is this?
I will translate in pebbles.
Yes.
Rough translation. How the fuck should I know? They started showing up about a month ago.
Well, I know
Oh.
you're from here. So, yeah. Didn't know if you knew.
No, not to
and
be
I'll give him a
racist,
little...
but you should be knowing this, you know?
Well, he's from here. I won't say.
He gives you this look as if to say, "I'm a boulder. What do you
Well-
want from
Well,
me?"
she's a
Well, I
boulder
will-
too.
Exactly. And I'll give him a little pat on the top of his spike.
From Cold War back, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting a flea-armored communist to dive into a monster's ass. For those who don't know, Cold War helped pay for this one. Well, he did pay for this. He specifically asked for a BLA because it was all for all time's sake. But this has all gone so horrible.
Plastic duo would like to cook.
Mechanicus also says my English was incorrect. How far away is it from us? I don't think that's wrong, but maybe it is.
It seems that whenever we do actually work together, we turn into a rampaging phalanx of sexual assault.
You'll want to talk, Han, lest we mention the angel incident on stream.
Oh,
Oh god, what? I don't know about this.
I don't know.
He's the Lorax, and he speaks for the trees, and that angel's ended up with some busted-ass knees.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought
The angel
the
didn't do much
trees were
speaking after the incident.
That game had a lot to answer for. It was perhaps the most bewilderingly traumatizing game series we ever took part in. That's really saying something.
Uh,
For
Well-
what side? The NPCs or the players?
We did our time.
Is this the end of your turn, Aiden?
that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
The representative from the River Styx has the floor.
The ghost
Also,
will pull
wait.
its head out of the bag, look at the rock creature, then look at the witch and ask, "How many?"
How many what?
The ghost will then point at the object that the skeleton is currently staring at.
Wait, which
What
is what?
object are you staring at?
Like, your creature is facing one way, its head is facing the other. You're like someone playing World of Tanks whilst drunk.
Wait, I'm also confused.
I think he was asking how many hostiles.
It said they came about a month ago. How many?
To my little stalactite. He needs a name. So we can.
He has a name, just no one's asked.
Oh,
I will
sorry.
ask his name. Refracted Shipwrexo.
Refracted
Hopefully-
Shipwrexo. How about Shib for short?
Bill, I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you something very cursed, and it's gonna
Yes.
backfire on the entire party for me saying it, but I have
Oh,
to
no.
say it.
Okay, what is it?
The refracted shipwrexo kind of looks like a minion doing a soy face.
Oh, it kind of does.
How big a soy face?
Yes.
Real big.
He has a big schnoz.
There is not just a new Nintendo Switch game, there is a new Nintendo Switch. He's very excited.
It's like it's just like sarcasm behind it.
Oh,
But the worst thing
also-
is, here's the thing about this: Apprenticeship Rexo has alternate versions.
Mhm. Oh, now I can't unsee the minion's giant soy face.
Also, Han, by the way, just a comment from Joka. The angel is still looking for child support. So that's that. So, ship.
The answer- 2 boulets and about 4 or 5 other creatures.
I will repeat it to the ghost, a non-pebble.
Also, to Joker, no comment.
And no contact.
He's n-
No contact order.
Puts a restraining order on himself from God.
He's
Well,
the Lorax.
That's
He
most of
speaks
our
to the
games.
trees.
I was gonna
Most
say
of our
that's all.
Trees, they say that he floats on the breeze.
If the name the Lorax shows up on the initiative, just leave. Not even run. Just like leave the game to save
Just
the
close
character.
roll
Just
20. Turn off your PC.
quick save. Exit the game.
You're an
edit the save
ASMR?
file.
Well, you're not gonna be for long. Leave.
Oof.
Ghost will stick its head back in the bag, then turn to, fuck, forgot his name.
Who?
The scout's
Guy's name.
name.
Oh.
Hadion.
We'll turn to Hadon. You got explosives?
He looks at you like as if to say, "Are you sure about this?"
Are you sure about that?
Your skeleton would have heard that it most likely has like immunity to fire.
The ghost will look at him with a dead face. Are you seriously telling me you do not have an endothermic explosion?
We don't tend to keep any explosives down here. It's too dangerous.
Fine, I'll do this the hard way. He will then stick his head out of the bag. Do it!
What are
The
you
skeleton.
doing?
The skeleton will start clacking. Finally!
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Are you gonna bomb a cave and cause a cave-in above us?
No. No,
I have
Bill.
ceramic in here to make like
You said that
clapping
the
noises.
fin is outside and is visible, yes?
Yes.
It is a physical object, yes?
Technically, yes.
Can it cast a shadow?
It is a light source.
Wonderful. The ghost will open its mouth, and out of it will come a ghost flame. It will now hover at speed with the fin. The skeleton will then focus its eyes, and the ghost will stick its eyes out. And they will cast Shadow Trap.
Okay, gets reflex save to negate. Let's see.
Go for it, Bill.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I thought to myself, it's a light source. It will literally have to roll a 1. And lo and behold, it not just rolls a 1, but rolls an incredibly low number, which is usually insanely dangerous.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That one's not applicable. The rare double non-applicable.
Can I reroll
actually gonna have to
for it?
rework. Sure.
Yay. This one's for you, Warmac.
Let's go.
For your boy. Did I? Yeah, I clicked it.
Can't wait for it to
58,
be like
28. Oh, 85, 28. Sorry, I'm German.
So what you're saying is you struggle with big numbers.
No, it's that in German you would say.
Oh, on that note, all females within 60 yards vanish for 1d4 rounds.
Wow. Disregard women.
Remove femoids.
So as a result,
Wait, what? Which radius?
60 yards.
Oh,
So it's 60 feet. So the whole party, all the females disappear for 1d4
So-
rounds.
Wait, where do we go?
do we just pop out of
To the Shadow Realm?
existence into like the grey void?
Okay, now
We just get teleported into a waiting room.
do I have any spare? I don't really have any spare waiting room. Like meme pages, sadly.
The cat cafe.
Or roll the d4. If you roll 4, you can go to the cafe for like 20 seconds.
Damn. Also, Mechanicus is asking,
Oh, we're
is the
together,
shark
at
a
least.
boy or a girl? And is the spike a boy or a girl?
The
He's gonna lead to
spike
some Scooby-Doo shit.
We're just gonna drop into a room full of different spikes as well.
Well, the substratals are all like completely genderless because they're just boulders. They're literally elementals.
The rocks.
Technically, so is the Boulay. Oh wait, no, hang on, I forgot. Yeah, the Boulay's a male. I forgot to roll it earlier. So Mr. Boulay's still there. However, he is currently trapped in place.
No, Bill, that is
And
worse.
he's dragged out because of the location by chance.
It's worse, Bill. Pin of shadows. Target to a current location, causing target becoming entangled and preventing it moving farther than 5 feet from its current location, as if its shadow was anchored to the terrain. Each round of its turn, it can attempt a new saving throw to end the effect as a full round action. A flying creature can only hover in place or fall while entangled in this manner. This creature is entangled, Bill, and it is moving through material. It is anchored in place. It's falling through matter.
I would say, yeah, it counts as it counts as an incorporeal like yourself, so it just plummets.
Yes.
So you lose sight of the creature in question.
I have a question, Bill.
Mhm.
He can pass through stone, but can he pass through metal?
I mean,
If
it's swim.
it's
it melts
literally
it.
just so hot it melts. It's not like it's particularly
Right.
stone layered.
Gotcha. Because I was about to say, if it hits a metal deposit, it might just take full damage. And have a rough time with it.
You would have to hit like adamantine,
Gotcha.
which I can roll for.
What are the odds?
We're headcanon that as the skeleton casts its saddle trap, it accidentally taps into ancient magic is what it's supposed to, and hit the misogyny ray.
All you hear is
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker!
For a second, I thought it was on
clips
my
from-
end.
it just falls into the fucking back rooms. I'm just gonna say, yeah, for the next like 8 seconds, for the next 12 seconds, do I have anyone in that? Oh, that's Gorian's place. I'm gonna say I'm gonna roll randomly to see which one it is. Okay. You find yourself in a plant shop.
We're in a plant shop.
Yay! Let's get some plants.
I've been to a plant shop twice today. This is a great day. And this is the third visit to one.
Yay! Quick, get some. Actually, would there be anything while we're in this, like, you know, shadow dimension? Is there anything here that we could quickly grab? We're here for like 20 seconds, right?
You got 8, so you got 12 seconds.
Drop in, Aiden.
And then you can grab in 2 turns.
No, hang on.
I'm gonna drop in here. Immediately ready.
Huh?
Oh,
Where'd you come from?
Sorry, we're just very short. People usually don't see us
oh my
coming
god.
in.
That fucking goddamn fucking Roll20 is fucking with me. It's so
Grab one
hard.
of those Mario ice flowers.
Yeah, do you have any ice flowers? Quick.
Yeah, take the blue plants there.
Thank
Alright.
you, sir.
How much?
I'll just slap 2 gold coins on the counter.
Yeah.
You're gonna teleport out of there in a second anyway.
No, I'm gonna.
Things
Why is
will-
the communist saying we shouldn't pay the guy for his work? Come on.
Thank you. Here's your receipt.
Thank you.
Alright.
Can. Perception to what I see, first of all. Sorry, my brain is
It's a
blank.
massive room full of plants.
But-
Various, like, gardening equipment.
With this particular plant, the ice thing we just bought.
It's a number of small blue toadstools that look like they are almost look like they're cut from glass. They're so fine and translucent.
21 to see if there's anything particularly useful.
We bought it first, ask questions later.
Yeah. That's how we go about in plant stores. I'm sorry.
It's hard to tell. You are in under some considerable constraints. For instance, the fact that your vision is still blurry from the minor teleportation effect.
Anything
Anything else you wanna
looking
grab?
like good
You got-
berries or berry plant. Any type berry plant. Actually, something that has very tiny berries.
The closest you'd have to a berry-bearing plant currently in this building are the red mushrooms or possibly the cactus.
I'll take the cactus and mushrooms. I'll stuff them into my gardener's cloak. Thank you, Zara.
Oh, you got one of those. Hang on, that looks familiar. Are you one of Evergreen's friends?
Oh, yeah. He actually lent me his cloak.
Ah, I thought I recognized it. If you see my son again, let him know I love him.
Oh.
I will do. I will do. As I will try to pocket a few more
lost our
plants.
evergreen too.
And
Go
slap-
tell the Foresters Guild I'm working here again. And he says that, you both pop out of existence.
I'll try to pocket and grab like whatever plant I get. Well,
Would we have any idea how to use these plants on the horrifying?
we
what's
have
it-
them. That's the important
Currently
part, Aiden.
Currently not sure where it is. It's nowhere to be found.
The plant? They just bought?
No, the plant's there, just the creature isn't.
Oh, I thought that was an error. Okay.
Eris will also grab the ice or like the glass mushrooms and stuff them into her pockets.
Now, Will, the ghost flame is hovering in the position in which the creature was last in.
Yes.
Just making sure you knew that. The
The
skeleton.
creature's
will-
currently plummeting.
the skeleton will flip its head around. Bastard.
Can't believe it rolled a fucking 1, son of a bitch. Why boss fights can't get catch a break lately? Jesus.
The ghost will give him a thumbs up. The
long
skeleton will
does-
give him a thumbs up, then followed by a middle finger.
with a very unsettling what's the word? With a somewhat unsettling gait, Hadion extracts himself from the bag of holding without removing the latch. So he just kind of just wriggles himself through a gap that most of you wouldn't be able to fit an arm through.
I'm a cartoon character.
Things calm. Sounds like things calm down some.
The skeleton looked towards Hadion. It is currently falling. Fast. We don't have a lot of time.
Say we might want to go move on.
Yep, let's.
Eris will show Hadion the plans she has gotten.
So Mark never got to jump into the thing's cloaca?
No.
It'll be back, don't worry.
A missed opportunity.
Don't worry, you can just lube yourself up for the next try.
Finally.
I actually forgot that I was meant to grab the stalactite before I'd done the jump. I was going to use him as a cloaca
As a
core.
spear?
Oh, no!
No!
Please grab a different one.
Skeleton looks over at Hadion. So what the fuck was that thing?
I already
Big
told you
blue
what it was.
There's a big burning blue eye. Every now and then something tends to blunder into where the elements, coalesce. Happens from time to time. But between that and your little friend up near the surface, I dare say you may have a binder on your hands. And if there's a binder, and they've got all these things running around, that means they've got slave stock. Meaning one of two peoples. Unless the Nyogi have moved underground again. You're deemed either deep dwarves or deep elves.
We've heard about deep dwarfs being here, I think. Because if I do
Come on,
recall, Gorian talked about deep dwarfs.
Yeah, as you recall, bring up the image.
What could possibly bring up deep elves, and what the fuck are they?
Here's a deep dwarf you'd seen earlier.
What makes them different, though?
Roll me a history check.
They are in the deep. Could we roll geography, as it is a part of the
Yes.
geographical occurrences of the
Is a geographically charged historical event, so I'll
It's a racially charged historical event.
during what's called the
32.
the rate, also referred to as the race for the sky, when the dwarves were digging up from the subterranean layers, there was one keep that was left behind, and in their mind they were abandoned by their fellow dwarves. They were forced to live in areas that were particularly hazardous to their health, radioactive and rife with dangerous fungus, and they would form the breakaway faction known as the Duergar. Oh my god, Eris actually reached 30, and you get additional information. The Duergar are well known for their tyrannical nature and heavy emphasis on logic, are even tougher than the average dwarf, and they're ruled by their genetically enhanced upper echelons, the tyrants. That said, with the 32, you get an additional piece of information. There is a subspecies of Duergar named Dvarga. Dvarga are the absolute pinnacle of the very premise of Duergar, whereas Duergar favor strength and toil above everything. Dvarga have elevated all of their... These are individual dwarves who have elevated their existence to a mechanical process. They are humanoid machines.
Oh, fuck.
They are pure logic, pure and simple. These are creatures that don't even believe in metaphor, because it muddies the waters too much. They are essentially the Durga's answer to a bodhisattva. Those are your three echelons of Durga society. Your common Durga, which goes from slave all the way up to a king. The Durga tyrants, the genetically enhanced, superior stock of Durga society. And the ascetic Dvaga, a pseudo-priestly caste. All in service to the god of slavery, trickery, and cheating.
Hmm.
In reaction to this information, the ghost will ask, do they specialize in ritualistic spiritual binding?
They have been known to.
How
But,
about some...
They special. Droskar cares not from whence work and toil flow, only that they flow. Labor is everything for its own sake.
Labor is labor.
The ghost will then follow up and ask, would they know how to create a binding spell to bind a spirit?
For Durga, it'll be child's play.
Then someone's going to become my bitch. Skulls will start clapping. Oh yes, it's getting real now.
Hadrian just looks at, how does he keep doing these things that he needs flesh to do?
It's a Discord soundboard and it's a head.
Skeleton sounds like someone clacking two fucking chopsticks together.
Yes.
Sounds like a drum riff to the vicinity of vicinity.
Ludum will then turn his attention back to fuck, I forgot the stalactite's name.
Well, we gave him a nickname. It was. Come on, man.
Do you mean the scout?
The stalactite?
Oh no, he means Hadion.
Oh.
No, the stalactite, not the. Not the
Ship.
Shipwreck.
Yeah.
The ghost will then turn its head to Shipwreckso. Would you know exactly how far down these creatures might be dwelling?
Penny, you have to.
Oh yeah, I forgot the gimmick I was going to do with these guys. What their whole gimmick with their speech pattern was.
They speak rock.
If you take me to where you think they might be, I can show you the way, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
Oh, Bill, Zelmus asks if you can repeat your DMs.
Yeah. Zelmus? It's on the horizon.
Also, Mechanicus has asked for a quick check on his message as well. I'm not sure if you've caught that. I'm sorry that I caught that late in chat.
Thank you, Penny.
If anyone wants any notice on Bill checking his DMs, feel free to tag me as I have the chat open, and then I'll see it easier and take note of it.
Yeah.
And we'll set it into motion. But please be nice.
The ghost will ask a follow-up question. Are your species carnivorous?
I will ask
We
you,
eat rocks!
do you eat rock? I will respond with, it eat rocks.
Can it eat metal, considering that it is refined? Or?
Well, I can. To be honest, all this food out here tastes like shit. Most of us want to go back to the Axis Lithic. It's much nicer there.
The what?
The Axis Lithic. Have you never been there?
No.
I'm surrounded by third world scum.
Yes. Sorry.
The skeleton will shake its head. How could you be a rock person and not know about the Axolithic? For shame!
Actually, would I know about it?
No, probably not, unless you have a really high knowledge planes, because it's only a theory.
And I roll planes on that.
Game
Yes.
theory.
Also,
And
just
like that, the CRs went up.
by the way, just in for Mechanicus on duty for 10, saying something someone owns has just become a spider.
No.
Let's play a game.
13 on planes. That is
2,
not a
3,
good roll.
4, 5. Let's go with D6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aiden! Can you send me your inventory list, please?
That's horrible.
Bye-bye, synthetic wigs we got at the start of this game.
Aw.
Okay. None of you have an earthly clue what the hell that place is.
I will ask it about that place.
Oh, the Axis Lithic!
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It's a place in the plane of Earth.
Oh. Zalmush just for
It's
20
nice.
said, make it a double. So true,
There is a
Spider.
rumbling.
Thanks, Samus. Very cool.
The ground begins to shake.
We should really get going.
Yeah, we should continue moving.
Baz will start running off.
Baz, become the boat again. Eris will try to keep up with Baz. I take it soft initiative right now?
Yes.
Speaking of which, are we still in like essentially like an underground river type
Yeah.
thing? All right, in that case, I'll
Would
carry
you
on.
like to roll to negotiate? Not, would you like to roll to navigate?
I will, First of all, Neri, are you keeping up pace with Baz and me?
Yeah, I'm using my lobster flippers to speed along.
You're just in the water still.
Oh,
Baz's
we get
went
out of it?
on. Baz's went
Oh,
on
okay.
land after
Oh, then yes.
the thing dropped out. And after we dropped out of existence for a second.
Yeah, I got a little bit confused. Yeah, I'll be on land then.
Nice. However, my turn never ended. I didn't get to end it.
Well, yeah, because we're in soft initiative now as the enemy is falling.
Anything you'd like to round off your turn with, though, Carl?
The ghost will give Shipwrexo a specific look on his face, like he's contemplating genocide. The skeleton will start laughing.
I will shield his eyes.
Oh, poor Shipwrexo.
The ghost will then look at Eris. Tell him that I will make sure he feeds on the best ores if he agrees to help me destroy who's responsible for making me a duo and not a horde.
I will tell him he is a good rock. We have to get going. You do not know this. You do not speak Terran. Good luck.
Oof.
The ghost looks at you and understands with sense motive.
Well, roll
the
the sense motive.
Roll for your DC 20 hunch.
27.
Something smells fishy.
The sentence was too short. Don't worry.
Skeleton replies, "We don't trust you to tell the truth."
Never said I trusted you either. You have to
The
get
stone
going.
will turn around and speak in common. I learned your language already.
Oh, good. The ghost will.
How
then-
is
People
it?
are really crude creatures. It's really not that difficult. Have some faith in a rock.
As I said, you're a
Skeleton
good
replied,
rock.
For the record, I didn't have no faith in
You're a
you.
real solid guy.
Real
The ghost will then
rocking
repeat
buddy.
his message to the rock. What is Shipwrexo's reply?
I mean, I don't usually get involved in politics.
The ghost then replies, "Oh no, this is just pure rampage and murder. No politics involved. This
We
is
get enough of that down here without more of it being imported.
I think
It's
you're
personal.
with the right person. She's usually sitting on fences too. As
What?
the rock is still being carried by Neri.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
true.
In the distance, you can see something.
Is it
Is it the
Mark?
ghost like,
Oh boy.
oh good.
It's being carried.
Mm-hmm.
Buy another one?
I don't think that's a good thing.
Hmm?
Yeah, buy another one. Couldn't have
Ooh,
just let him
what
do
the
his
fuck was that?
Quaker jump, right?
Oh no, I actually,
Yeah, why
I actually
not?
hit Control Z.
Oh
I
no.
went to hit Shift Z.
Rich.
Are you alright, Bill?
Is this one female, Bill?
No.
Is it gay?
Pride. Thank you for the pride representation. Bill. I think I'm gonna be quiet for a bit.
Beast from the mantle.
This is concerning.
No, yeah, the one that I managed to get wrangle out of an AI art generator. You can tell which one got more effort and skill put into it, and which kind of looks like a grapefruit mixed with a pit bull.
Upon seeing this coming at the party, Skeleton will reply, "Alright, we're leaving. We're leaving immediately." You'll then look at
Brave Beulah swims 5 miles through solid stone to bite small child.
Skeleton will look at Sixbucks and say, "You are a good and fine rock, sir."
Finally, people are respecting rocks. I didn't know it would take this kind of stuff to.
All it took was
happen for me to
two
get the
massive.
respect I deserve.
All it took was 2 massive fire elementals to get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, I do still have that shadow wall up. And I do believe Carl has rounded off his turn now.
Yes.
Oh, we're still in loose initiative. They are in the distance, but you can see them. They are that large. Admittedly, they're having to they're having to crawl through the stone quite slowly because it seems like one of them is a bit dinged up.
Are they both of equal size, roughly?
They are both. Yes, they are both huge.
Can I prepare a spell before they get closer?
You could certainly try.
I think you know what I'm going to cast, Bill.
Here's the thing: at this point, as they are moving forward, they are on one either side of the tunnel, and they are melting the tunnel.
Bruh.
Both walls are melting to slag.
Okay, fair
They are
enough.
leaving behind a sea of obsidian. They are now a structural threat to the tunnel you are in. You may wish to move. I'll let you have that one for free.
The skeleton will jump inside the bag of holding, as will the ghost.
Bill, is there a chance that for the loose initiative I can move I'm keeping up the shadow wall. I think I do have the range of over 100 feet with it. Before that, Zalmus just said for $20, RNG may be on your
shit.
side right now, but I am not. Give them double speed.
Bruh, why?
Fast.
They start running at you in fast motion.
Just
Very Higgs speed.
no, they just cover double the distance, but with the same slow movement.
They're both like slow walking pit bulls, but like every step is like 200 feet.
Yeah. Fucking lagging.
It's like you see as a tiny creature pour skooma into the mouths of the two creatures. Michael Kirkbride, who let you in here?
Michael
Bill,
Kirkbride's always here in our hearts.
Yep. What's up?
how do they sense the world around them?
Excellent question. No one, when the questions were being bandied around, senses were not considered.
How much
You're not actually sure.
what do I need to roll to ask that question?
You should roll a dungeoneering check, as the methods of sensing are primarily the Boulez domain.
Not
Yes.
20.
So you know. Okay. Dark vision, low light vision, scent, tremor sense, high perception. Additionally, as they are fire elementals, specifically they are creatures possessed by fire elementals. Not only can they sense any fires within a certain radius, if they have access to a fire, they can use fire to teleport.
About that fire elemental in your hand.
They cannot use Faust.
But what about the fireballs they're readying?
Those are cold related. They would,
Okay.
if they tried to jump into those, they would be jumping into a wood chipper.
That would be funny.
Yeah, honestly, that readied action ice barrage is what's keeping the party safe at the moment because they can smell it.
How far away are they from us?
They are pacing about 200 feet.
Damn.
They're keeping pace with you.
And
With
they
that,
had
you
how
know,
many?
200 feet is the range of their dimension door ability. Fire.
And they had exactly what senses again?
Dark vision, low light vision, scent, tremor sense, perception, and fire sight.
And their senses that are based on their geographical abilities, are they based in sonic?
Tremor sense is any kinetic vibration through stone.
That one I understand, but the other ones, are they based on their perception of the environment they're geographically located to?
The other one's dark vision is just infrared, and in this case also ultraviolet. Low light vision is a form of infravision. Scent is just regular olfactory, and they've got a very good perception overall. Good hearing, good eyesight, good creature and everything. The fire sight is not geologically based. It is just a supernatural effect of because the creatures that are possessing them are able to merge with any major source of flame. They are born of it, so they can see places where they can leap to.
Is it like a pinging radar dot?
Effectively, supernatural radar.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the effect of Grand Malevolency, which is which is a much more better effect than the bougie effect of a warden and prisoner's ring, except theirs is fire based.
I would say it's probably most like life sight, where with life sight, if you have any kind of living creature, they glow like the sun. In the case of fire sight, it's that, but it's through substances.
Would it still go through shadow walls?
The vision, yes, but the shadow wall itself, they can't retraverse it.
What do I roll to assess how the more damaged one is doing? Health-wise.
If you heal check.
Alright.
I would like to make an action. I'd like to do 2 actions, actually. I need someone else's pair of hands who would like to be the assisting pair of hands.
You have a skeleton with 2
You
hands.
said hands at first, then.
She's got 3 hands now, don't forget, because they bolted on that goblin for the left-hand side
Oh,
of it
yeah.
since he lost that one.
I mean, I
Skeleton.
can help, sure. Or if you just want to use a skeleton, that makes more sense, I suppose.
No, the skeleton's throwing one of these. I just need somebody to throw the other one.
All right.
The skeleton is going to attach rope to Neri's hand and to its own hand.
Okay.
And onto the end of each rope, it will tie into a very tight knot that will release, as Bowen's knot, Thunderstone. The ghost is going to start incantating. It is going to cast True Strike on both Thunderstones. It is aiming at the walls they're swinging in.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
The skeleton cracks its knuckles.
Are they currently swimming or aren't they walking through the tunnel?
They're swimming through the wall.
They are
I don't
Yeah.
need to aim for them. I just need to aim for the terrain they're moving through.
But I'm asking Bill.
Okay.
In this case, what they are, rather than the usual like in free swim, they are pacing like a human walking along the bottom of a pool. There's like quietly keeping pace with you walking through the stone. So they are oriented the same way you are. They're not flowing through it like they're a fish.
The skeleton is going to start winding up, and he's going to look over at Nira and say, "Start winding your arm."
Already.
Skeleton is going to start using rope trick to start winding extremely fast in a catapult motion before launching his thunderstone.
Hadrian's currently in the bag of holding still. Just let you know.
Okay. Going to start winding his arm, and then launch his thunderstone directly at the wall space in front of the one on the right. Phil, can you give me a fortitude save?
Can you throw 200 feet long?
I am using a rope as a fucking trebuchet.
I am just asking.
Yes. It's the same thing I did in the town.
Neat.
This could be really bad.
Oh no.
Really fucking bad.
Warmack, as the keeper of the
Bill, what's
10,000 rolls,
Bill,
your
Bill,
boys
what's
are
happening?
adding up.
Why is the game letting me cook today? What's happening?
I'm scared.
Hmm.
Ah. Therein lay a problem. I need to quickly roll something.
Is it good or bad?
Usually bad.
Surely this didn't make it roll on the metamorphic table, right?
Well, here's the problem. One of the things I rolled was target hears their own voice, endlessly chant a voice in their head chanting their name. For an elemental, now chanting someone's true name at them over and over again does things.
Is it
It can
good or
call-
bad for us in this situation?
Well, one of these motherfuckers just turned into a free agent.
Oh.
No, that's a bad thing.
Oh.
Because now the fancier, so the one that was injured earlier, will literally leap on its sibling and begin mauling it horribly.
It is hungry.
Whee!
Just say, wait, why is
It's
this
winning.
a bad thing?
As you see, okay, I need to roll this because this is technically a death attack. Oh yeah, that's a fight. As the smaller, which the fresher one, so has its throat bitten out, and in the creature's jaws is this long, like kind of languorous, flaming ball of light. It bites down, swallows,
Crunch.
then disappears. As it just fades through the floor.
Is the ghost flame that I made sure to affix to its fin floating in place, or is it gone?
These ghost flames consumed.
Okay.
As it was absorbed into the creature when it became a free spirit.
I will.
What's left
remove the
behind is the-
shuttle.
It's kind of like a large charcoal sculpture of a boulet.
Oh, maybe Faustus can eat the charcoal.
The skeleton will stop swinging its arms, and then signal near it. He stops swinging for the other thunderstone.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on today, but let's just take the luck and say that the gods are on our side, and let's go in the opposite direction.
Sorry, Faustus,
Yeah,
the
I'm
kind of
good to get the
sloppy
fuck out.
seconds, but do you reckon you can get any use out of them? Those remains.
It's already been completely devoured.
Yeah, I figured as much.
We need to move now.
Let's go.
Gotcha.
Skeleton and then pace up to Neri. Give me back my Thunderstone.
Oh, okay, here you go.
You will
Aris
then-
will
a
yell
ghostly
for
hand.
Mark.
A ghostly hand is going to come out of the bag of holding that has been affixed to his back like a backpack and slap him on the back of the skull. Please, can you give me my Thunderstone?
But yeah, here you go.
As the slap hits the one ghost, and the thunderstone is fumbled, another hand belonging to an expert in the field of alchemy catches it before it hits the ground and calmly places it in a safe location. One of the other bags.
A muffled sound comes in from inside the bag. Thank you, Hadeon.
So, Bill, since
Yeah.
a thunderstone went off in this cabin, which has particular acoustics, shall we say, could Baz make a sense motive as to how fucked we are right now?
Yeah, you can actually see very carefully, coming from about 200 yards away, there's a sound pressure wave on its way about to hit all of you.
Oh, fug.
Have you ever been in a room with a Rico Special Swiss rifle?
Could I quickly
MC
roll to figure out whether it's better to be inside the water or outside of the water?
It would be your best bet is to all pile into the bag of holding for a few seconds.
By technicality,
then.
could I cause, like, with my telekinesis, like, a shield towards the sound wave?
True, it does actually. It does allow
As
you
we-
to affect sonic effects. So.
Yeah. If Baz
I'll allow you to-
notifies us.
I'll allow you to make an attack roll with telekinesis versus the DC.
Okay, so it would be rolling intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Plus BAB.
Oh, real quick, how big is the cabin? Like, what's the width?
It's only like 5 feet at the widest part.
Oh, excellent. In that case,
You're-
I'll try to help out by walling off the rest of it using landscaping.
Oh, if the landscaping is done, then it's just an almighty it's just a calamitous thud. And the distance. Could everyone roll me a perception check, please?
Perception.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy. Oh no, I'm gonna run. I'm running.
It seems that you've alerted someone to your presence.
Someone familiar by the sounds of it?
Mm-hmm. You might want to make a move.
Yeah, I'm running.
I'm on all fours. I am running.
Would you like to roll a good old-fashioned navigation check, please? Baz, as you are the one. At
Is
the,
it a
van.
geography? Or...
No, it's a D20 roll.
Alright, the D20.
Oh no.
Oh boy, here we go.
Let's go.
10.
Okay, let's play.
Oof.
Let's check my. I put comments on the PDF with all the listings, so of course it is chosen in this moment to stop working. Okay, first and, exploration table. Okay, 10 was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is that okay? If you want to roll lower than your stat,
Yep. Only my dex is below it by 2.
could you roll me a 1d2?
1d2. One.
Group separated by a pitch. So some of you have gone down. It appears some of you have gone south.
Yep. There we go.
As okay, we're going to roll this randomly. Could everyone roll me a d2? If you roll a 1, You are going to be dropped down a pit.
We're going to Flavor Town.
Yay, I didn't go to the pit. Yay. Yay! Oh
no! No! Wait, what about the little rock guy?
What guy is with
Baz
yourself?
one. Okay, fuck.
Unfortunately, Aiden, if you recall, you're owed a twisted ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So you're joining Team 1 as you're the person who goes through the floor and takes Baz with you. Unfortunately, on the way
Ship with
down,
me?
Baz lands on your ankle with a crack.
Not again.
I
You're-
scream. I'm guessing I still have Ship with me. I was holding him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the bloody Gultian Nationals all over again.
I'm reeing.
This is not his neck.
perception to see if I've noticed this.
You know. Honestly, this
Same.
one's pretty obvious.
Yeah, 29.
Yeah, as you turn around, it's like, shit.
Fuck.
Because Baz being the one in... Oh, Baz was in up front. So as he stepped forward... As Neri stepped in just the wrong place, she goes through the floor, grabs Baz to steady herself, and actually pulls Baz backwards, at which point they both plummet through a weak point in the stern.
Can we see down this hole?
I will roll a d20 to find out. Yes.
How far down is the hole?
It is...
Also, just in from Nalthina for 2 saying, ah.
Yeah.
99 feet!
Wow.
Could I get some reflex saves? Sweet Jesus.
99 feet, that's almost a centipede. A shit joke.
It's okay. We accept you.
We're all cringe here.
Okay. So, I believe it is a total of 1d6 per 10 feet.
Uh-huh.
You ignore the first 20 because you rolled well. 31 points of damage. Whew.
Well, I'm dead.
Well, you're probably unconscious.
Yeah,
No,
you
my max
just-
HP is 20.
Oh no.
How many hit
Unless
points?
I've 20.
What's your constitution?
17.
There's no way that you have 20 hit
There's
points.
no fucking way I have more HP
That's
than you.
Yeah, even
you've
I
just
have
not
more
rolled
than
stat-
you. Hold on.
I may have forgotten to add the HP.
Yeah, that seems
What is your hit
Very
die?
I don't know.
D10.
D8s.
Oh,
D10.
D8.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I've probably never rolled it, to be honest.
Oh, she's
I
playing
always forget
your,
to do that.
Bill,
Oh.
roll this woman's HP.
Quick time event, roll HP before you die.
I literally don't know what I
Guru is a D8.
don't know if I've ever. I think 20 was probably what I had when I started. I've probably just forgotten. Ever.
First
Okay,
level you
you're-
get full hit dice, and then
Yeah, but seriously,
from there
don't have
on
to
you
roll it.
roll. So like you would have 3d hit die roll.
Which
I
is
think you
what
lit-
D10. You said?
It's D8s, but you also get your favorite class bonus. You also get you get 3 from your constitution alone.
I think she probably had it for level 1 and 2 and didn't do it for level 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So just roll 2d8.
Wow.
You take the better. below level 5, you take the better of that or half.
So it's
So-
1. Yeah.
So no, it's roll up. So it's 5 and 5 plus 8 each.
What? What do I add to my max? What's my max HP? What do I
That
get
should
from
be
that?
9 each, so it'll be a total of 18.
Oh,
so-
okay.
So an 18 onto that's
38.
20.
38.
So 38.
Okay.
Hey, you still
So-
have 7 HP.
And I think I still die. Oh, I thought I.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah.
No, you're at like 11 hit points. Or like, you're like
Okay,
7 hit
yeah.
points. That said, your ankle is, well,
Fucked.
seen better days.
Zalmus, no. Zalmus just saying, lol, if it's not on the sheet.
It's almost like I told you to level your fucking character up several times.
The character's the one who tries to do
Yeah.
the fucking HP.
Oh, good,
Yeah,
good
the
luck.
HP thing. Yeah. Makes me think
So
24 is awfully low for me, but I have a D6 hit die and I've rolled shit.
Oh, it's okay, Neri will calm the ground.
I can't.
You'll
oh,
anger
yeah,
the ground.
Yeah, I'll anger. Although we did talk about this before, is
That's
that
such a-
is to do a random roll to see whether or not it calms it or enrages it.
That will be once you get see a key specialist.
Yeah, right. Only after you have
And with the party now currently split, I think we'll leave it there for the evening, boys and girls.
That's true.
This took
Baz,
a disaster to turn
Baz,
out.
improve your decks for the love of God. I'm sick of rolling the fucking like split the party roll.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Why is my dex higher than yours?
Because you're a fucking ghost. You don't have any physical stats but decks. Why are you made of less? Why have you got less goo than me? Says man made of goo.
I'm built like a brick.
Bricks don't have to move fast.
But as you collect yourselves on the ground, looking down at your like not snapped but twisted round ankle, something is beside you, Neri,
Mm-hmm.
right next to your head.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun,
And it looks at you.
dun, dun.
Doo-doo!
Aw, he's a little rock guy.
Oh yeah, also,
A tiny rock lad.
I'm
Mechanicus is mentioning he wanted to see what had turned into spiders. Maybe we'll find out since she dropped 99
spiders.
feet down. Maybe
Something
some
is-
got squished.
Yeah.
Durham cats. First thing next session, you will find out what turned into spiders. She was meant to send me the character sheet for the equipment, so we'll find out which one it is. I'll check it right now.
I'm confused what I'm looking at. Is the creature the egg, or is it also the egg and the enclosure it's inside of?
It's just a little rock egg.
It's just a little rock
Little
egg.
guy.
It's a little guy.
It's like a cloister.
You looking?
It's like a cloister. Like
Yeah.
a cloister.
Little geode.
Cloister?
Little Geodude.
A
A
little
little
rock.
geodude, yeah.
Keep rocking on.
Oh.
Anybody
I
feel
have two
compelled to do a
rocks.
cover of Faith No More?
I wish to obtain the tiny rock lad.
You can
That's
tape
my
him to the
friend.
back of your head.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would.
I now I'll have two little.
Let her
rock
correct her
lads.
pet rocks, okay?
pet rock.
I just want my pet rocks. They're my people.
Oh god, you having slaves?
Okay, congratulations. You remember those? Okay,
I'm
you
trying
know
to
those?
free them.
Oh, she keeps slaves. Everyone judge her.
Oh, no.
Congratulations. It's you know what turned into spiders?
What?
Your collection of 200 crab copper pieces.
No, my crap.
There's now spider crabs.
Is it 200 spiders?
Yes,
Fuck.
you're now covered with 200 spider crabs.
It's an arachnotopia.
Spider.
It's just saying getting more infested with
As the
different
the
types
bag of coins you
crab.
have
That's okay.
has
they can live
hatched.
inside my crevices.
Ugh.
It's fine.
So as you hit the ground with a sickening crack and your ankle spins around 108 degrees on impact, there's like kind of a crunching noise, and then the bag of coins you have explodes into like 200 angry spider crab spiders.
Oh. Not a bag of holding, the bag that was carrying my coins,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
as you have jostled the coins, which are actually
Pair of dice,
apparently
200
a rare
spiders.
species of coin-based spider crabs.
200 spider crabs. I've updated my
We'll have that
inventory.
fight next session.
Also, Gren, I'm not
Baz, you-
taking the slander in chat.
What is happening?
slavery apparently on your end.
Aw. Not if you become friends with them.
Are they field spiders or inside spiders?
Spider crabs.
Is the animal he can identify?
Yes, you'll know instantly it's a local spider crab. They eat basically anything. These are babies.
Babies.
Little baby.
Yes, the most. Everyone knows the spider crab is clearly the most adorable of all creatures. That nightmarish,
is.
fucking spiky abomination.
But if it's a baby spider, I have to look it up now. What does a baby spider crab look like? You know it's gonna be cute because baby everything is cute. Baby spider.
I bet it's not. I bet it's fucking horrifying.
I almost
the adult
started.
is horrifying.
Oh, sorry.
Is it cute?
I would say so. He has
it's
little
pretty
algae
cute.
on him. Oh, Reddit.
It's pretty. That is the natural response to Reddit. Reddit.
Mechanicus wants you to remember that he doubled the spider curse bill.
Zalma's doubled it, I believe.
Yes.
400 spider crabs.
No.
Okay, 400 baby spider
They're all
crabs.
twins.
Double it and give it to the next person.
That would be
Spider
Baz, you know.
crabs. It's kind of, I don't know, like I'm seeing pictures, but I'm not sure if they're actually spider crabs or there's other kind of crabs.
Yeah, that is the picture from Reddit, Bill.
But Bill! I love it. The inflection. If that said, it looks pretty cute. It also kind of looks horrifying, but
It's like
it's less
cute
horrifying
and
than the adult.
like dirty.
Scary.
I don't know.
It's covered
Is
in
that like
algae.
algae?
I've decided I'm going to be meaner than I was. As you hit the ground, a razor scooter from somewhere above dislodges and falls on your shin. And we'll leave it there for the evening, folks.
I hate
Hope
you.
everyone's had a good time. Tune in next week when Neri gets eaten by spider crabs. And the young boulder watches.
Tune in next week when the spider crabs become my friend, as does the little boulder.
Don't make it your slave, please.
Totally. No, not my slave.
Tune in next week for more boulder slavery.
No,
Keep rocking on.
Yeah, keep rocking on San Francisco or
Simon.
whatever. All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.